It's taken 20 years, 3 decades to get to this level. But I remember very well when I came here for the sword cutting of this university. As a service personnel, we were put into a bus, drove to Sokode, and the late Professor Mills came, a whole lot of chiefs, and they were just putting the sword there to begin this university. And today, see what the Lord has done. Put your hands together for yourself. Come on! Your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. Mentorship. This is a mentorship program where we have a more accomplished senior executives sharing their journey, sharing their story with you, just to encourage you to believe that since you are in this university, you must succeed at all costs. You must bring back. I was excited today at the matriculation, seeing alumni walk in. Some people cannot come because they've not even found jobs to do. They are still struggling after leaving the university. Others come back with a lot of excitement, knowing how well the school has groomed them to become who they are today. You must pay attention to these mentorship programs. It seeks to prepare you and to help you become a better person. I spoke about investment, so I'll skip because of time. Volunteering and internships. Every single vacation, you want to explore the opportunity of interning, just so that you're able to acquire some basic experience before you graduate. One easier way that makes internship easy is when you are able to say that I'm not in for the money, I'm in for the experience. I'm not in for the money, I'm in for the experience. So this was us when we went to Kigali to have our conference there at the university in Kigali. You want to gain some experience from volunteering and internship. You want to get an edge in the job market, and you want to enhance your CV. Personal branding and reputational equity says you need to package yourself well. You need to be right, know exactly what you want to do, and focus on this. When in the year 2020, when COVID hits us, we didn't stop exploring the opportunity of reaching audience with our motivational and inspirational talks. So we had to go on radio and still do this through the radio station, being able to reach out to them and also empower them. Spend time to attend seminars and conferences, workshops. Several of them will be taking place in the university. When you hear of it, can even be an inaugural lecture by the Vice Chancellor's office, by the authorities. You want to partake and get to understand all the different things you need to know aside what you are taught at the lecture hall. It makes you a well-rounded person. Some of you don't know what's happening in Ghana. Some of you don't know this is an election year, and if you are 18, it is only fair for you to vote. But you need to make your own choice who you decide to vote for. You need to align your strengths, your interests, and your talents. And this brings me back, but that is how we started our conferences at Prep College, where we decided to bring senior high school prefects together to train them for them to become better leaders. In this conference, we had Professor Ibukodro, currently the former provost of College of Science, King University, graciously agreed to come and speak to the students. And in that small conference of about 150 students, I saw today And I knew these conferences would grow not only to impact the senior high schools, but also the universities. But it was some of us trying to identify our strengths, our interests. What are you interested in? Pursue what you are interested in. I spent the last 16 years traveling to every part of Ghana doing this. And it's because you must first have the interest. My parents fought me and said, no, you can't do this. The roads are bad. You can't do this. Stop. The roads are bad. I've never experienced any form of accident in 16 years. None to my speakers, the team that we travel with every year. It tells me that when you are able to develop your strength, yes, I've had the opportunity of working with several firms, currently working with an investment bank and doing other multiple things, but I always spend time in pursuing my strengths, my interest, and what brings me excitement. It's when people gather and speakers mount stage sharing their various experiences. Sometimes we just tell our speakers, just share your experience, something you want to live with these graduates, because that can inspire and ignite some fire in them so that they will not sleep when there's no lecture. They'll start reading the book, they'll start doing some bit of research, come up with a new program that they have discovered, just so that we are able to build a better society for ourselves. I finally will leave you with, you need to know God and understand the role he plays in helping you achieve. A lot of things were said when I was traveling from Ashanti region to the Volta region in 2011. But I ended one year saying, if there's any place I want to rest, it's the Volta region. It's one of the best places can ever be. Put your hands together. We are one of the best regions in Ghana. Oh, come on. Let me feel the energy. Oh, those at the back. Learn from those at the front. Success Africa, you respond the next level. Success Africa. Success Africa. So we continue to travel not only in Ghana universities, but we've taken it to other universities in Africa, trying to, and when I went to Kigali, Nigeria, Liberia, the issues were the same. So because we're able to connect the issues of Ghana to these countries, the authorities were able to buy into the vision and said, our students need this. And we funding it ourselves without any support. Because I believe in the long-term dream that how do we build the capacity of young people? In that way, it will help the country become better in the long term. So all these pictures you are seeing was us in Kigali in December. And they want us to come back in July. In Kigali alone, we had visited 4 universities. The universities couldn't allow us to. They all wanted to have their own sessions. And we had speakers in Kigali, speakers from Ghana flying in to come and share their experiences with them. And it was an amazing experience. I want to encourage you that it's a blessing to be in the university. You must take advantage of all the tools, the opportunities here to build yourself, to become a better person. Take your lectures very serious. Have that long-term goal of this is what I want to become. And if I have to go through this program, what are you sacrificing to be able to come up as the best overall candidate in the various programs and courses that you pursue in your various schools? Even for you at the senior high school, how are you challenging yourself to be able to make it to this university? It will not come easy. It will come for you to passing and having certain requirements from your WASI. So for you, it's about preparing yourself for that final exam and being able to sit for that papers and say, I'll be finding myself in Uhas next year, next 2 years, or next 3 years for those of you in first year. It's a book I have written, Purpose and Pursuits, Practical Lessons for a Successful Life. I want to thank you for your and for those asking for my contact details. Oh, come on, let's dance together. This is the 4th university we're visiting. We started from the University of Education, Winneba, all the way to University of Cape Coast. Then last week, Saturday, at the same time, we are at KUST, one of the biggest we have had. And today, Uhas will overtop or will come on top of all the universities. Put it together for yourself. These are my details. Get in touch with me. Thank you and God bless you. Oh, let's do it better as we... Oh, come on, appreciate I told you, the more you clap, the more you are winning the thing. So let me pick some two people. Aha. Where are we? When I say where are we, you respond, Uhas. Where are we? Where are we? One of the best universities in Ghana. If you agree, put your hands together, each and every one of you. Oh, I thought you were doing it better. The senior schools, you are part of us. Please help me appreciate Madam Helen. She was one of the mistresses I worked with as a service personnel. She graciously agreed to bring the students from Wola. Oh, come on, do it better for her. Thank you so much, Madam Helen. So she was my best friend in the school, and this is 12-13 years me coming back to say, Madam Helen, you need to bring the girls. I have wedding, I have this, but for our relationship, because you are here, I'll cancel all my appointments. She has to go and convince the headmistress to release the students to come. God bless you so much. And let's give a bigger round of applause, because for several of the universities, it's not easy for us to get a hall to host this program. We've been graciously blessed by the school, the vice chancellor offering us this hall for free. Come on, show some love to Professor. Oh, come on. Those of you from all the various schools, HTU, this is a good place. Do you agree this is a nice place? Oh, you want us to keep coming every year? Then do it better for Professor. Come on. I want to call on a senior lecturer, Nanayao. If you can join me here quickly, please. Let's him as he comes. Nanayao, if you can please join me here quickly. You can please join me here. Please let's dance together for him.
Good morning, and I'm super excited to see all of you here today. I don't think words would be enough to express my excitement. Whichever way, you are welcome once again. And I'm Nanaya Barima Manefrim. I'm a faculty, and I'm privileged to be doing the introduction of ABLE VC. The first day I went to her office to discuss the concepts of entrepreneurship, I realized I had met an entrepreneur in mind. I thought I was going to convince her that it is important to begin to look at what after school. What do the students do after they've acquired the skills they have? So I am a medical doctor, I am a pharmacist, I am a radiographer, I am this and all of that. After school, what happens is we are aware what the trend is in Ghana. Government funds nurses, they go for nurses training colleges, they graduate, and then what happens? They become a team who go on demonstrations against the government that we don't have jobs. So I got to the office, I started talking, and she said, Nanaya, I am more passionate about entrepreneurship, and I rather desire that before our students finish school, they have a product. And it's the first time I was hearing a vice chancellor passionately talk about entrepreneurship, where she knows a medical student who plaits hair, makes some money. It's not all about mommy, I need money for my ABCD, all the things you know you need. And I will not say much. She's chair for the program, and would want to, with a very loud applause, welcome her to stage.
Please have a seat. Thank you very much. Good afternoon. It's past 12. Good afternoon to all of us. Good afternoon. Zolo. Good. So you're warmly welcome to the University of Health and Life Sciences, the only university in the country dedicated to train health professionals, the only university among the 16 universities that you will call home, because we are all within the same space as in the health space, and we understand each other. If you go to other universities, somebody is speaking archaeology and somebody is speaking French, and somebody is speaking medicine. You don't understand each other, but we understand each other very, very well. So you are welcome. Who is coming to the region for the first time? Everybody has been here before. First time. Where are you coming from? And it's the first time. Down, and then the lady, the one who you said you are the first time. You are the only first time. Oh, they are first timers. Where are you coming from? No, you have been here for a few days, so it's not first time. I mean, the first time in the region for this program, you are here for the first time. Okay. Right, so the Volta region whole is called the Oxygen City. It's the cleanest city, the most serene city, a city of less stress because there's no traffic, the city that our cars are not damaged, so you don't see a lot of fumes on the road, the city that you get fresh tilapia, so you can taste tilapia and know that you are eating tilapia. So you are welcome to Ho. So, like Nana said, a few weeks or months, I'm not too sure now, back, he told me about this program, and I said, let's go for it. In my inaugural speech, when I took over the leadership of this university in August 1st, 2022, I mentioned that entrepreneurship is one of the things that I'll promote. So over the period, there's been 2 or so entrepreneurship programs like this, where different speakers came to motivate, share their skills, and some of the students have also been engaged in hands-on entrepreneurship training across the country. And it is my hope that it becomes part of the university's calendar. Every year, there is an entrepreneurship program. Now, my own definition of entrepreneurship is maybe different from what you think. My definition of entrepreneurship is anything that can give you an extra 1 cedi apart from your salary. Anything at all that can give you something extra, 50 pesos, that is not your normal salary, is entrepreneurship. And some of you also think that entrepreneurship is you are starting a business, you have registered a business, you are selling something, you are doing something, like something tangible. No, that is not what I think. I think that entrepreneurship includes your brain. You can sell what you know. You can sell anything at all to give you some coins. So for those of you who are here, I grew up in a farming, one-man village. Some of you were born in town, you attended preparatory school, your parents, you were in a bungalow, there was a car. Where I grew up, there was no light, there was no electricity. So a typical village setting, even the road doesn't reach the village, so you have to cross a river before you journey to school and go and come like that. And the school the village school that I attended those days, so the teachers are the typical corporal punishment teachers. So every morning, the dictation, the mental, those of you who are a little older, you may be okay with this concept. But nowadays, if you go and touch somebody's child, you're in trouble. So the cane would work. But my father, being a farmer, my mother didn't go to school anyway. So you are looking at Tatue as if I'm lying. I'm not lying. My mother didn't go to school. But I've come this far. The farm, you journey like from here to Trafalgar or even further. So you go to the farm, you go and carry the farm produce and send it to the market before you go to school. After school, you go to the farm, you go and weed, or you go and support the family to harvest, whatever is at the season. And my dad didn't have only one farm like maize and cassava, no. So there's palm plantation, there is sugarcane. You know, sugarcane, it can, I mean, the leaves are such that if you don't take care, your whole body becomes bruised. There's a orange you have to carry. The people come and buy, and you carry across the river because the car cannot drive to where we were. All that I'm trying to say is that that experience gave me the seed of hard work, the seed of, okay, so why didn't he have only one farm? The seed of always thinking about plan B. The seed of, so among his compatriots, my father was seen as somebody who, I mean, so there's a poor farmer and there's a farmer that can send his children to school. So my father took all his almost 30 children to school. So the way you carry yourself would determine your journey tomorrow. Don't forget this. Within the Ghanaian context, that is very, very, very important. Okay? Now, if you start looking at the money, forget it. You won't get anywhere. When you do what you have to do, the money will follow you. So I started doing all these extra classes, 2 CDs, 5 CD classes. But my former students linked me to a 50,000, a 70,000, a 100,000 contracts. Because the beginning, I was not thinking about the money. I was thinking about sowing into people's lives. So most of the things that I have gotten and used for my building and all that was because of somebody's recommendation. Okay? So at the beginning, don't be confused. Don't be too quick to say, I'm looking for the money. Oh, the money is not enough, so I won't do. Okay, no. You do the first one at pro bono. Do the second one, quarter price. The next one, half price. You see that before you realize, even the full cost, you have more than that when you have reached that level that people will now be calling you here and there, and now you start bluffing. Now let me run up to say that when you develop your skill, or when you identify the seed God gave you, you do not sleep. Listen, God gave you, let's say, your hands. Your hands can do things. You do not sleep. You go on the internet, you attend programs to learn the current, the new. For example, you are a mason. Now, there are different things that has happened within the mason world, including even the WC that we are using. Your master, in quotes, taught you the manhole. Now there's biodigester. You don't know how to do it. You used to sew. You can sew something. Now the styles, you don't want to go there. So the skill, the seed that God gave you, You develop it and you grow it. You do not say that because I'm intelligent, so I'm going to sleep. For some years, even now, I can't sleep. The earliest I sleep is 1 a.m., 1:30, 2 a.m. And I wake up in the morning and come to wherever I'm going. So when I joined the University of Ghana in 2001, I was not even a lecturer, I was a senior staff because I didn't have my master's then. It took me, so 2001 to 2020. Yeah, but then the appointment came out in 2021, December. So it took me 20 years to become the first nurse ever since independence to be appointed a professor. It took me 20 years. You may be 10, 15, 8. But there's a journey of step 1, step 2, step 3 for you to grow systematically. You don't jump the queue. Oh yes, sir, I got in him. You will mess up because, oh, Rashi, we grow through the process. 1, 2, 3. So I was a senior staff. I became an assistant lecturer to lecturer, senior lecturer, associate professor, professor. Now, if I should tell you what I went through to break that glass ceiling for nurses and midwives in Ghana, that we have never had a nurse to be appointed a professor. If I say professor, it means that we have associate professor and then professor. To have the nurse getting that, we can't live here today. If I tell you about my research journey, my publication journey, the number of rejections I've received, even we can't live here today. So let me just say that you have to take step by step by step. Okay? Then you have to serve, volunteer, so you can gain experiences. My nursing training college, I was a class rep. My secondary school, library prefect, house, assistant house captain, I'm in Kaipo. Then the university, you do Bob, no rank job, up and down. It builds you up. It builds you up. Okay, it builds you up. You have to get the experience for you to be able to deliver when you are at the top. Okay, so I did that. And I became the dean, the first substantive dean of the School of Nursing and Midwifery in Legon. Since the school started in 1963, there had never been any substantive dean. I was the first. Now, in the whole of West Africa, I'm the first nurse to be appointed a vice chancellor. And the second in the whole of Africa. How can the illiterate, if it's illiterate, somebody who didn't go to school, not like she was daft, but she didn't go to school, woman's daughter, the typical farmer's daughter who grew up with virtually gets this to this level. We cannot talk about it today, but all that I'm trying to tell you is that you need to identify what God has given you, and then you grow it. You grow it all. Don't be complacent. You grow it. You grow it. You grow it. In the process of growing, it's collaborations, it's partnership, it's networking. My father never sat in the plane. My mother didn't ever travel. They are both late. But I've traveled to many countries. Now I can't even count them. You build your network locally and internationally. Your Okay, so I happen to marry a Muslim. I'm a Christian. I'm a typical Baptist woman. I married a Muslim. Traditional leader, a chief. And there are other women around. Another day we'll talk about that one. Life is not as if I'm going like, If you have that mentality here, please change. Life, you take a step and look whether there's a blockage. If it's a blockage, you pass here. If here is blocked, you pass here. If you are lucky there's no blockage, you take another step. You go step by step, step by step. And you don't compare yourself to anybody. You don't compare yourself to anybody. You are not in competition with anybody. Our life journeys are different. Our gifts are different. Our situations are different. So I want to encourage you all. And I want to thank Mr. Kwesi and his team. I want to thank all the speakers who will be here today and encouraging our students and all our upcoming students. Upcoming students, I am the Vice Chancellor, so come to Uhas, okay? Apply to Uhas. Uhas is the best. Okay? Come to Uhas, you enjoy it. We want to say thank you for coming to the university, and we wish you all the best. And we pray that your life journeys will be very, very fruitful, comfortable, sweet. If there are any challenges, just know that our experience works. It's not everything that I can talk about. But when you have God, when you are humble, when you reflect to identify the mistakes, the things that you did wrong. All right, so let me just give you one example of the things I didn't do wrong, but it was wrong at the process. So I started my PhD first attempt at the UK, Glamorgan, University of South Wales. The nurses, when you travel, you get work easily. So instead of learning, I was working in the nursing homes. I made money to build my house in Accra. But I was not learning. So I didn't progress as expected. I had to withdraw from the program. Before I took a loan, went to South Africa and finished off. At the time of not finishing was a huge shame on me and my people around me. How can the best nurse not finish a PhD? I mean, it's really serious. All that I'm trying to say is that at a particular point in your life, something may happen. Just take a step back. What did I do wrong? I've written a book, an article on this. If you Google my name and add PhD experience, it's an open access. You can download that paper. I shared the journey of how it didn't go well, the strategies I used to finish the PhD, the second attempt within 2 years. There, you can read it for yourself. Everything cannot be 100% every day, but that is life. Take one day at a time and know that whatever it is, the dawn will break, the sun will shine. The darkest time in your life is the night. The night is not for 24 hours. And once you persist through it, the light will shine. Thank you.
Oh, come on, let's do better for the Vice Chancellor. Oh, come on. Yes. Is that all we can do? Oh, let's show appreciation. That was a wonderful presentation. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's do this together. Success Africa. Those who just joined us, when we say Success Africa, you respond the next level. Success Africa. I want to pick 5 questions for our Professor Vice Chancellor. 5 students, kindly walk up to me here quickly, pick up the microphone. I'm sure to get you some goodies from MTN. Just come up quickly. Just come and ask her something very profound. Something very profound. 5 people, she's very busy. She has to matriculate over 2,000 and over students this morning, and we are glad she joined us to deliver such a powerful presentation. And we have agreed to be hosting her in other universities, not only in Ghana but in Africa. Come on, show some love to her one more time. Oh, come on. Let's give it up. Who are those coming? Are you coming? Come quickly. My co-MC is helping with the microphone. You mention your name. I want to see all the 5 here. All the 5. We are picking all the 5 questions and she will just answer all of them. I think it's okay. It's okay. But I don't have a lady. So the lady, please join. You mention your name. If you are in this university, I would like to know your program, your year, and then your question. Let your question be brief. No thesis question. No 2 or 3 in 1 question. She's very busy. Just keep it simple. We are live on Success Africa YouTube. It's streaming live. You want viewers and all those watching on other campuses to learn even from your question. Thank you.
Okay. My name is Gabriel Demoji Asampana. I'm a student of HTU. I'm reading computer science.
You are from HTU?
Yes, please.
Okay, you are reading computer science. Which year?
Year 2.
Year 2. Your question.
Please, madam, my question is, being a lady and having to have all these successes, I know sometimes I've had issues about lecturers trying to find problems for certain ladies who are trying
lecturers finding problems for ladies.
Yeah,
How was she able to overcome all those challenges? Thank you so much.
Advances and others.
Okay, thank you.
Go one by one. So you can give them mic. You said lecturers finding problems for ladies. As me as a faculty or when I was a student? When I was a student. Oh, okay. So, when I was a student, if they give me to you for 2 CDs, you won't buy you. You won't buy because you know, you have people and you see them and you say, oh, this, because I'm not that tall. I'm not, I'm just normal, you see. So sincerely speaking, I never had any of those problems. Sincerely speaking, I never had any of those problems. So I didn't have to navigate any sexual harassment or anything like that. But being HOD, being Dean, now Vice Chancellor, there has been a number of such issues. Now you remember I said that, how do you dress? Did you tempt anybody with the things God gave you? Well, I have quite a sizable tissue in front of me. I always cover it up, so you won't even see it. But some of you, I'm talking about the ladies right now, have taught. I started teaching 2001 until last year or so that I've been busy with as a Vice Chancellor. Some of you, you bring yourself to the table, unfortunately. I'm being very sincere. So please, your dressing, okay? Don't go and tempt anybody. Don't go, you know that it's 5 after 5. You are going to the lecturer's office to go and do what? You have learned, you have passed, so you don't need to go and behind the scene to say, pass me and I'll give you this or that. Sometimes it is our own doing. But being the person that I am, whatever it is also, I tell the men, that doesn't give you the excuse to touch anybody's daughter. It doesn't give you that excuse at all. But I want to encourage my girls. If you learn, all the answers you have passed already. Nobody will call you. You won't go and do anything again. And if you are serious, you don't even have time to be responding to that person's temptation messages. For what? I didn't have any of those challenges in my journey for all the schools that I've attended. And I'm hoping that if somebody is here listening to me, you are a male faculty, please close your zip.
Okay, so my name is Clinton Kufiano. I am Clinton Kufiano, a level 100 medical student here. So my question is, was there any point in your life that you thought that you can't take this anymore, you can't continue the journey, or you thought of giving up? And what exactly did you do at that point?
All right, thank you very much. So this happened during my PhD journey. I told you already. But I want to say at the point of decision making. All my 3 children were delivered through cesarean section. So the first one during my BSc program, level 400. The second one just after my master's. And then the last one during the PhD process. Now, when I didn't learn, in quotes, and I had to withdraw from the program, and I had to go back to work because I was given study leave. This period was a period where my mood was very low. I'll be sitting there and be crying, and my children will ask, Mommy, and I saw something drop in my eyes. But it didn't last for too long. It lasted for about 2 months, 3 months, thereabout. Instead of giving up, I rather went over every single feedback I got during the process in the UK. I rather used the time to reflect, to identify where I went wrong. I used the period to go back to build the foundation again. It means that I had to go back to learn writing. I had to humble myself. My son's teacher, preparatory school teacher, taught me how to write an active sentence, how to avoid comma splits, run-on sentences, etc., etc. I also had to learn skills from the internet, YouTube. But that time was the lowest time in my life. But I didn't allow it to pin me down. I found a way of coming back a better person.
Oh, come on, let's show some love.
Thank you very much. My name is Wanda Chibe. I'm a student of Uhas, Biochemistry level 400. Madam, please, my question is that from your presentation or speech, you had made a profound statement that if you have an idea as an entrepreneur, and then you are starting something, your focus shouldn't really be on the money. Let's say you are a student and then you begin to work on something, and you are an individual that really sometimes take care of yourself, your face and everything. In that situation, what should you do? Thank you.
All right. If I say that your focus should not be on the money, it's about how much you make at a time. I believe that little drops of water is better than having the water flow full. It will carry you away. So when I say your focus should not be on the money, doesn't mean that you should run at a loss. Doesn't mean that you should cut your coat bigger than your size. Okay. What is it that you can do and make something? That is the focus. At the end, there might be something extra in your pocket. You don't run at a loss. So if I say the focus should not be on the money, it's about the profit margin. So I'm like a plaiting hair, and I know the hairdresser, the salon, they take 50 cedis. I would take 30, 25, 35, depending on the style. That is what I'm talking about. So the focus should not be on the money. When I started all my one-to-one-to money, small things, I didn't mind, but I was not running at a loss. I wouldn't go to the class, use my car, my fuel, my time, and So you have to, first of all, is the market there? I know some people will talk about all these things, but I'm just talking about life realities. You can't just do something and nobody is interested in the service. At the time that I was doing those classes, there was a high failure rate in the national exam for nursing midwives in the country. And when you come to class and you don't pass, then there's something wrong with you. The devils in your family, they are following you. So there was market for it because remember I said word of mouth. People will say that, oh, this woman, she's very good. You go to, so people were traveling from Koforidua and wherever, and they were coming to the class. So don't run at a loss. It's just that you shouldn't be too the money greedy and then no. So that's what I meant. I don't run at a loss.
Okay. My name is Enes Akishika, a student of Uhas and a prosthetics and orthotics student. And so my question is, Uhas is the first school to start with orthotics and prosthetics as a program. The first university. Uhas is the first university to start with orthotics and prosthetics as a program. And I've seen most of my mates, and some of them, they feel discouraged because most of the job opportunities outside, and it is not in Ghana. And so the question I'm asking is there any way that you can motivate us through your speech, which will empower us to move further, since you two were able to move from one place and was able to be someone great?
Thank you very much for the question. So for those of you from SSS, orthotics and prosthesis is a program that if I cut my leg because of an accident, you can give me an artificial limb. If my ear is not there, you can create an artificial ear for me. That is a program that Uhas is running for the first time in the country. Now, if my student is saying that there is no job opportunity in Ghana, that means that Ghanaians, there's no accident. So there's nobody with amputation or anything. Then I'll go and sleep and say, oh, GTech, let's stop this program because we don't have any accident in Ghana. But the reality is that we have people with problems that need prosthesis. How many breasts is cut every day? I mean, across the world, for breast cancer. So people lose body parts every day. Now, in our hospitals, it's a gap for prosthesis or for amputation-related, orthopedics-related, shall I say, interventions. So if I am a student that I'm going to graduate with this skill that nobody has, all the people that are doing it are trained on the job. But this is the first graduate in that area. Hey, and they are mayor crown. You know, when you have a niche, an area that is not very well developed, that is where you can rather cash in. So it is for you to start reading to see which hospitals do they have. So we have hospitals that are known for orthopedics. Focus on hospital, this and that and that. Start doing your market survey. Start doing your market survey regarding in Ghana, which organ in the body is the one that is lost for women. I'll say the breast. And other parts of the body. When you travel, you find people, even their nose is artificial. Their ear is artificial. A whole lot of things. So please, this is a new area, it's an emerging area, and I think that when you do a little homework, you'll be smiling because you are the first product going to come out in this country with that certificate. Nobody has it. Thank you.
So my name is Mensa Francis. I'm a student of Uhas offering MedLab, Medical Laboratory Science. So in your speech, you said you always manage to get high GPA during your school time. So I want to ask, because looking at the university setting, a lot of ups and downs and busy schedules moving up and down. So I want to ask, how were you able to adapt to the changes? And did you maintain one steady pattern, or along the line you changed the steady patterns? And if yes, how, what influenced the changes in your study pattern?
Okay. All right, so I said that God has given you something that you have to develop. That's the foundation. Okay? Once you passed and you are where you are, it means that you have what? It's not everybody who finished JHS who got admission to the school that you are now, and then those in the universities do the same. So you have something already that you need to grow. Now, one thing that has helped me a lot in all my journey is the fact that when you know something, you teach others. So you never forget. As I stand here, if you ask me to teach something within the health, the body, or, name it, all the things that make somebody a nurse, I can close my eyes and teach it because I know it already. The only thing that I may struggle now a little is the fact that there are new medications. So maybe there's a new drug I'm not aware of. But if you ask me to describe the uterus, the one that contains the baby, I can say it with my eyes closed. I can say anything because I have taught people in my class. So if you are a selfish student, please change. Some of you are even reading. Somebody is coming and you cover it. Oh! So group study, group discussion, and then identifying people in your class that you know are struggling, and then you help them. When you do that, because of the repetition of the content, you, the one teaching, you will never forget. Okay? Another one that I will also recommend to you is being present every time in class. When you listen, sometimes when you read the thing, you don't understand. But when the teacher explains, gives examples, I have a photographic memory. So I remember things in context. If I see you right now, if you didn't say anything, I'll forget you. But because you are going to talk today, if I see you, I'll remember. Okay? So you have to know yourself. Some of you, you like to be alone. Okay, that is you. Me, even when the place is quiet, I'll start dozing. I like some interaction. I like a little noise around me. Okay? So you have to first explore what works best for you. If I sleep and I wake up, it doesn't work for me. I'd rather stay and even sleep at my own mind. So we are all different. You can't copy and paste what works for somebody else. That's why I said you are not in competition with anybody. But what has worked for me is being present in the class, asking the teacher questions, teaching my colleague or discussing in a group, and that has helped me. So I didn't change any strategy in my journey. I use the same strategy throughout, and I'm here. Yes, madam.
Okay. I'm Rahel Tayo, a level 200 physiotherapy student. Please, my question is, in reference to what you said concerning doing what God loves you the most, please, personally, I like modeling. That's why my haircut came about. But sometimes it doesn't conform to the health care, like the health professional norms. So I want you please to tell me something or empower me on how to blend them successfully so that I can be successful in both parts.
Okay. So can you come and model for me up here? Let me see. Give the microphone to her. You didn't bring her. You do face model. What? Explain. What is that?
Face model, like, it's just your face. So everything you are going to take in that picture is supposed to be your face. If you have to communicate an information, it should be in your face. You don't use any other part of your body. So no matter what you want to say in that particular creative art, it's supposed to be your face and only your face.
I have never heard this, so madam. So you do it on the internet or you are still trying it? So the blind lead the blind before in the dish. We mean TV though. All right, so but that's briefly to say that you don't give up your dream. the work that you are going to do is not 24/7, and I'm a the evening is there, the early morning is there, your day offs are there. So you do your passion to fit within your schedule. I don't think you should stop. If you are thought you are going to make some steps on the thing for me, because that is what I. So it doesn't. I don't think you have a problem. Why are you saying it doesn't fit within the work?
Sometimes in doing face model, you need to change the color of your hair. Sometimes you need to like maybe do some piercings. Sometimes they need to, there are different types of things they need to do to your faces. And after taking those pictures, I find it very, not embarrassing, but I don't really like posting them because I'm in the health professions and somebody will be like, hey, like, are you not a physiotherapist? Are you not going to be a physiotherapist? And what is that on your head? So I feel sometimes very, not demeaning, but really not too happy about what I love doing.
Oh, I now understand what you are saying. Please give her a hand. So, one philosophy that I have, once my conscience is clear, forget about what people will say. Once your conscience is clear, you know your conscience is clear, forget about the noise. You are the best physiotherapist on the world. You care for your patients, you interact with them, the team. It's not anybody who will use that picture to do anything to you. And perhaps there are wigs and weave-ons and stuff. You can remove the earrings, some of them when you are what you say into when your man broso. So you do in moderation, but you do your work the way it's supposed to be done, and you forget about the noise. So continue with your face. Send me some of the pictures. I want to see it. Yes, madam.
My name is Jovolent Gaga, level 400 nursing student in Uhas. So my question is, you said we should identify our potential as in what God has given us and work on it or develop it. So my question is, let's say you are in the university right now and you've identified yours and you are working on it. But then this thing is going to...
Can you give me an example?
For instance, I'm a type who likes cooking.
Okay.
I like to cook. So I do cook on campus. So I do take orders and make orders for people on campus. But here lies the case. Cooking takes so much time and it's so much involving. By the time you finish, you are already tired, you can't even learn. And people know you to be okay when it comes to books. But here lies the case, the cooking is taking much of your time. But that's what you love doing and you are happy when you do it. How are you going to balance it with your learning thing?
All right. So I have colleagues who do bridal, who do decoration. Even I have a colleague nurse who has a farm. I have others who they take orders. So wedding, people's funeral and stuff. So madam, if you can cook, this time, try do it in moderation. So I want to come to your restaurant. I want you to do my orders for me. Don't, there's always priority, a prioritization anytime in your life. You have to target. Right now, you need to have your certificate. That is why you are here. So there are other things that will give you coins. I call it coins. It's secondary. So maybe you cook on Saturdays. That's it. You don't overdo it to interfere with your studies. When you finish, then you blow it up. So, on behalf of the university as a whole, we thank Albert and his team, all the speakers. We are happy you are here. I'm sure the students will learn from you. For those from the SSS, we say we want to see you come up. We want to see you make it. We want to see you at the top. And to everybody else, God bless us all. Thank you.
Oh, let's show some love to the Vice Chancellor, Professor Lydia. Oh, come on. Let's give it up. This is Success Africa. Voter Union Edition. Oh, is that how we can? Lydia, Mommy would like to take some pictures with you. Somebody, please. Let's take some pictures here. Oh, Yakubu, please join me. Let's take some pictures. Simon, let's join. Oh, keep clapping. Oh, let's show some love one more time. Success Africa. Success Africa. The next level. Want to welcome somebody from MTN. Oh, come on. Show some love for MTN. Oh, MTN is here. You don't want some goodies. Come on. Show some love to MTN. They'll be speaking to us shortly, right away.
All right. Thank you very much, Albert. My name is Mauli Katahena, but I'm here with a team. We are privileged to have our area sales manager here from Ufredia. So he's here. Ransford John, let's give it to him. All right. For MTN, we all know that this is the biggest indication in Ghana. You can't argue it out. And among the best in Africa, we are. So we're going global. But as students, we'll bring in some opportunities before we do the presentation quickly. We have some students at Uhas and also at the next training, and tertiary institutions that benefit from it. How do they benefit? Not only through calls, not only through the data that they buy, but through what we call MTN Bright Scholarship. MTN has instituted a scholarship scheme for students who are bright but needy. If you know you are very bright, but your parents cannot afford your education, that is our heartbeat, and we take it up and do it. What you have to do is to wait for the time of advertisement, and it's you go wherever you want, you pick a form and you apply. The interview, and after you have passed the interview, they give you the opportunity to attend tertiary education free of charge. They pay your school fees. Not only that, pay your hostel fees as well. There is a top up for you. They give you stipend. Oh. So last year we produced a medical doctor from one in level 600 that would soon complete, and in schools, nurses training and tertiary education. I'm surprised most people don't know this. So you have to take advantage of this one and get in touch. We are happy when you open academically. An MTN Foundation is built on 3 pillars. First, it's education. So, second is health. And the third, economic empowerment. So, education is in your bosom. Asset education free. I also brought here goodies to give to you, and these goodies will come after the presentation. Questions will be asked. If you quickly answer it, we'll give you some goodies. So some people are going with some t-shirts. Some people are going home with some caps. I'm wearing one of them. Some people are going with key rings. And that will be a souvenir to remember this day. I'll quickly call upon our territory sales controller, Salom Amevo, to do the presentation. And he's going to do it on Momo fraud typologies. The way you can be defrauded. Most of the time people call, oh, a number just called me. I said, which number? And the person calls 053. I said, we don't call you by that number. We have a specific number that we use. And today we're going to learn about it. So without much ado, let's give it up to Salom to do his presentation. Salom Amevo.
Hello. All right. Maudie, thank you very much for the opportunity. As you've been told, MTN, I'm from a land of goodies. So quickly pick your phone. I'm giving you some air time to start with. Are we ready? Are we ready? 865741170843227. Fastest fingers. Who got it? You got it. Thank you very much. Give it to him, man. All right. That's how it will go throughout my presentation. Throughout, I'll be giving you goodies. All right. I want a lady to get it too. So I'm giving out the second one. Ladies, are you ready? Let's give the chance to the ladies for me, please. Only the ladies. Only the ladies. All right. So here we go. 26845084235332. Any lady behind you? Okay, thank you very much. Give it up to her. Give it up to her. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So get ready. Be prepared. Along the line, more will come. Thank you very much. I want to allude to 3 things I picked from the previous speakers. Hello. 3 things I picked from the previous speakers. When Abba was speaking, I heard him say networking. Networking. All right. So for an occasion like this, we've come here as individuals. Just like school, you move to school as an individual. You meet friends, good ones, bad ones. You go through 3 years, 4 years, 6 years, wherever you find yourself. There's one thing you need to do whilst we're in school: network. Very important. I have worked for about 5 or 6 multinational companies, and in all of this, somebody called me, Salom, bring your CV. Salom, meet me here at this time. That's network. So don't downplay this word. That's the first one. The second one and the third all came from the Vice Chancellor. That attitude is everything. Attitude is everything. You can have it all, the best student, with all the flying colors. If your attitude is wrong at the workplace, you cannot be there. So attitude is everything. The third one, I heard them also say another stream of income or revenue. Another stream. All right, so if the Vice Chancellor of such an institution is telling you, you must develop your talent, have another stream of income, think about it seriously. When we were in school, in fact, I went to Tech. I was at Katanga. All the shops on campus, I realized later that most of them were owned by students doing various forms of businesses. That's the beginning of some businesses that are flourishing today in Ghana. So, as you develop your talent, make sure you think about another stream of income. Thank you very much. Thank you so much for listening. All right. We all know about MTN mobile money. It's a good thing to all of us. When we started this journey in 2009, people ridiculed us. How can you put money in your phone? Are you going to put the cash in the phone? All kind of questions. But today here we are. I believe nobody can convince me that it's not doing us a lot of good. I'm sure all of us here have a form of mobile money. And I believe here about 99% of all of us here have MTN mobile money on our phones. True? Very true. All right. In the Volta region, when you pick 10 people, 8 of us use MTN network. 8. So there are a lot of things that will happen on MTN network that will not happen on the other ones. True? Also true? All right. Once the good ones are happening, the bad ones will also happen. For sure. Because people who want to take advantage of certain vulnerable people to steal their money. So it's been happening. A lot has been happening on that space. Unfortunately, in the wrong direction. So today, we'll try to see, or we'll try to create that awareness. We've been doing that already. But we'll take it into details and see, okay, this is what people do. This is how they go about it. And this is how I can avoid being defrauded. Because nobody, no individual can go into your wallet and take your money without your tacit participation. Nobody can do that. If you participate in it and you're not fortunate, they'll defraud you. But if you do not, and you refer them to call the service provider, call MTN, nobody can defraud you. Are we all here? So let's go into it. All right. So we'll talk about fraud today. And what is fraud? What is fraud? People want to know. You say fraud, or they're stealing my money from my phone. And they'll say, oh, MTN, they will steal your money and all that. No. If you do not participate in it, nobody can defraud you. So what is fraud? We have an association. They defined fraud as this. That is an intentional, false representation or concealment of a material fact for the purpose of inducing another to act upon it to his or her injury. They will present something to you. It's like you throw a bait into a river, try to catch a fish, If the fish in the water sees that bait and goes for it, you get a person. Okay. Somebody will lay a net in there and that form. Somebody will take a basket, go into the river, see the fish, and scoop it out. There are different ways. So we have them differently in these all categories. Extortion, there's business scam, fake SMSs, we use cases, promo or fake promos, new directives, the internal issues. So in that extortion, so let's take extortion. You find the blackmail. Somebody has an information about anything you have done wrong. If you don't do this, I'll let the whole world know. I'll say it to people. So send me money. Otherwise, I'll let the whole world know. So be aware. We'll go into sextortion. Sextortion. Okay. So it's almost self-explanatory. Sextortion. Someone has an idea of your escapades, a photo, a video, okay, recorded or taken, and you must send me money or else I'll splash it on the internet. So you must send me money. If you send one, the person will continue. They use all of this emotional scam, fake kidnapping. A lot of kidnapping happen in this country. They are all fake. They are planned by people, and you must send money for those people to be released. All these things happen in this country. Romance scam, they all happen. Most of them are self-explanatory. So when I say them, I know we know what it means. So if in the absence of all of this, I'm not sure anybody will be defrauded under extortion. So let's be mindful of our activities, the things we do, and the things we do not do. Let's move to the business one, lottery. You see a message on your phone. I have this number or these numbers. Send me money. Let me send numbers. You win. I am calling you from national lotteries. People will tell you, I am there. These are the numbers coming. Send me the money. I'll give it to you. You send the money and they switch off their phone. People are doubling money. There are some radio stations or TV stations. All they do is people are there professing days, will double your money for you. You call in, send this money. Send 100 cedis. We'll give you 2,000. All these things are happening. If you haven't experienced before, don't say they are not happening. They're happening. Or it's happened to a colleague, a friend, a family, or somebody that you know. They are all happening. Fake institutional recruitment. There are a lot of people who have been scammed before coming to Uhas here. People opened a site on the internet. They are recruiting for this institution. All fake. The military, the police, send money. And people pay a lot of money. Thousands. I met somebody who has paid about 12,000 cedis to come to Uhas. And the person has never seen any admission letter anywhere. They are happening. If you have not experienced before, don't say they are not happening. They are happening. A lot. Auction sales. We are auctioning this. And some will sell car to you at 5,000 cedis. If you want it today, you will get it. 5,000 cedis today in Ghana to buy a car. Send the money. You will never see the car. So let's be careful. Let's go to the next one. Fake SMS. I have witnessed a lot. I've seen a lot. The fraudsters send you messages that they will block your account if you don't send them money. MTN is doing ABC. Send this money. You have won this. Send us money so we can facilitate your reward. They are all happening. Or will block your account if you don't send the money. Nobody can block your account if it's not MTN. They send you these messages, they cannot do anything about it. Nothing. So don't panic. The next thing you do is call MTN 0244 300,000 and report the person. Fake balance confirmation. You see, the internet is a search engine. You can go there and do anything. Our numbers are on the internet. Once you register for any of these services, any apps you download, your number is on the internet. They pick these numbers and run it through and see who has done what, who has this, who has that. They are all fake, and they cannot do anything to you except MTN. Well, what you see right now is people will call you and tell you you have done wrong transfer, or they have sent money to you wrongly. So we are sending you this pop-up, do this, and let's teach you how to reverse the money. It's not true. Nobody can teach you how to reverse wrong transfer. Nobody can do that. Nobody. And we don't take people through this process on phone. You must go to the office. You must come to the office for us to do that for you. So don't listen to anybody who say, come, I've done this thing, I want to take you through how to reverse the money. People really call to teach them how to do it. That doesn't happen. So do not fall for this. ATM token, phone theft, pop-up messages. These are the things that are happening, and more will happen. Most of these things, they are there. Once we counter it, they come up with new ones. Once we counter it and they realize they cannot use it anymore, they come up with new ones. So they will continue to come. I will continue to educate you on them. Yes, last week I had one of these promo messages myself that I have won something. So I should send them this money. They will facilitate the sending it to me. Where are you? I said, I'm in Ho. Oh, we'll send it to you. And I said, well, I will go to the MTN office. Then they insulted me. Then they hung up. They will insult you. Once they know you know what you are about, they insult you. I've ever dealt with somebody who they say, oh, we are sending you something from the US. So send us this money. The freight is this much. Send me this money. We'll send it to you. So they gave a number, a local number, while the thing is being sent from the US. Then she paid the money to the account. Waiting. So the person came. Do you have anybody in the US? He said no. So who sent you something from the US? People do that. Okay? I've been called before about 5 years ago. That somebody has brought me for them to kill. But they realize, they've gone to my life, they realize I've not done anything wrong. I'm a good person. So they cannot kill me. But they might go somewhere again. So I should send them money so that they can counter whatever they do. Okay? We are afraid to die. So if you hear about death, you want to act. But once you know these things do not happen that way, you will not fall prey to these people. So let's be on our toes and let's know what these people are up to. So with the new directives, Bank of Ghana is our regulator, and every now and then they come out with, this is the new way to do it. This is how we have to do this. All right? So because of the regulator's instructions, with e-levy, with that, people were really using e-levy to extort money from people, businesses. Fraudsters call businesses, tell them all kinds of stories, and they send money. For real. These things are happening. So let's be careful how we listen to these people and the things we should do. When you have any call from anybody purporting to be calling you from MTN, if the number is not 0244 300 000, disregard this person. Tell the person, well, call MTN, or I will go to MTN. Don't fall for this. All right. So we go on to the next one. Run transfers. What normally happens is the process will just get your number, send you a token. And they call you, they give you pressure. I've sent you one man. Oh, it's a run transfer. 200 CDs. You go and see it's 2 CDs. But look, when nobody calls you on this, if they call you, what you do is the first thing is you check your balance. Check your balance before you act. Tell them that you hold on, or tell them to call MTN. The next thing is you check your balance and be sure that no money of that sort has come into your account. We are educating you so that you know these are the things they do and this is how they defraud you, so that you don't fall prey to these antics. The reversal I spoke about. To agents, they sent to our subscribers. They sent to our merchants and agents and all that. They disguise themselves. They are calling you from MTN office. It happens a lot. I have a colleague whose name has been used severally. That he is the one calling you from MTN office, Osu. I'm sure somebody here has been called from Osu before. Somebody has been called from Osu before. All right. So they will call you. They are calling from MTN office Osu, head office Osu. Our head office is not in Osu, but they will call you from there. Don't listen to them. Tell them to call MTN, or you will call MTN, and you don't act. Nobody will teach you reversal on phone, as I said earlier. Phone theft. In dealing with all of these issues, fraud issues, one thing we realize is most people whose money get lost from their wallet, whose phones are locked and money is lost, all these things are carried out by family members, close associates. That's it. It's either the mother is sending the daughter every day, go and cash out money for me, so she knows the PIN, or the son knows the PIN, or the house girl, the houseboy knows the PIN. They will steal your phone and go and remove your PAN from it. You will hardly find anybody, one in 1,000, you find somebody getting your phone and stealing your money somewhere. No, it doesn't happen. Because the person doesn't know your PIN. Your PIN is everything. Your PIN is like the key to your door. The key to your door. Even if there's nothing in your room, we still lock the door. Don't we? If your room is empty, you still lock that door, don't you? All right. So don't send anybody to go and be cash out money for you. They will steal your phone. They know your PIN. The least opportunity, they will transfer money from your wallet into their wallet. Funnily enough, when they transfer the money from your wallet, they delete the SMS, thinking there will be no traces. But it's not true. Whatever you do on your own money is in the system. Whatever. Okay? Even if you program, you want to send money, program 00, and you send it, it will record there, but no money will leave your wallet. Whatever you do on that wallet is there. So be warned, don't give your phone, don't compromise your PIN to anybody. Cash liquidation. I've seen a video where a customer went to an agent point, as he's mentioning the number, somebody else was listening, and the money was cashed out somewhere. Have you seen that video? It happens. You be in who, an agent point, oh, I want to do cash out. Go through the process. Somebody was sitting in Accra. 0244 10, somebody is listening to it somewhere. The money will be cashed out there. and it will become a fight between you and the agent here. Meanwhile, the money is cashed somewhere. Okay. So as you go to your agent to go and do cash out, be careful how you communicate your number to them. You can write it on a piece of paper and give it to them. You don't mention it. Somebody else might cash your money somewhere else. Okay. Where people intercept your transaction. Okay, you sure? Okay. So that's it. So we should be careful how we communicate when we go to the agent point. People eavesdrop, and then customers are normally at the receiving end. We should be very careful how we communicate when we get to wherever we go. All right. So in the event that you are defrauded, there are so many steps we take. MTN. A lot of people have been arrested, prosecuted. People are in jail. We may not come out to parade the people that these people have done fraud. These are the actions we've taken, and these are people in jail, but there are a lot of them in jail. So we do a lot of work behind the scene that you don't know about. Okay. So how we manage the fraud situation, we really do. We are working with the agencies in charge of all this, and we're really fighting this. So when we report, there's a team at the back of his MTN, the fraud team. The case is reported. They do investigation. Then, if action needs to be taken, we take those actions. There are a lot of things we do in that regard. When the case happens, we may block that number in the first place. You cannot make calls. You cannot access your wallet. Somebody may defraud you, transfer money into a number, then to another number. We are able to trace all those and block all of them, all in an attempt to retrieve some money for you. Because we have to do investigation and find out what actually happened, and all these actions are taken. When we realize that, look, you have been defrauded, it's not your fault, we do a reversal. But we give you time within which to do it. We give you 15 working days time for us to be able to do investigation to reverse your money to you. So we take a lot of actions. We give our customers feedback on all that we are doing behind the scene, and what we need to do, we do. We at times ask people to go to the police station for police extract if there's money in the account. Once you block the account, we will need that police extract. The extract is free. You just go to the police station, tell them this is what happened to you. They'll give you police extract. That you came to the station, reported this fraud, then they are giving you this to take to MTN office. Simple. No funds involved. If there's no money in the account, we will not promise you will pay. If it is your fault, if it's your gullibility, that's why you are defrauded. You may lose that money. But if it's not yours and the money is in the account, and we have a number to track, we'll track and get this person to refund the cash to you. All right, so in summary, this is what we do. We block the phone number. SMS we want to filter SMS received by the customers because they send them sometimes. We continue to tighten our internal procedures and controls. We are working with the police to arrest and prosecute, and we'll continue to educate the general public. All right. So in your own small place, in your own small world, we are saying that MTN will not call you to take you through any process on your phone. So ignore those calls. When you are conducting a transaction, if on your phone at the agent point, make sure you verify the name before the final authorization is given. Anytime you receive SMS alert, check your wallet to know if money has really come to your account or not. Do not give your phone out. In that case, your PIN out for anybody to transact on your behalf. Do not entertain any call from anybody regarding your wallet. Tell them to call MTN. They shouldn't call you. If you have sent money wrongly, call MTN. That is done. The only number that will call you will be 0244 300,000. If you have to report any fraud or fraudulent activity, you go through that process, *170#, and you go through the process to report. Or you email mmfraudteam.gh@mtn.com. Or you call the call center at 100. The agent will call 114. I am ready and available for questions and answers. Thank you. So before I take the questions, I want to put a smile on our face again. I have one more airtime to give. Are you ready? Are you ready? 657 3. I'll take it again. 357 532 052 35888. Who has it? Hey, you've got it already. Wow, you again. The next one will not take part. Thank you very much. All right. I'll take the questions now, or we'll do the second presentation. We have a digital presentation to make. Should we take all in one? All right, so we'll do the digital presentation, then we take all the questions in one. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Salom, very much. Please, if you have a question, just keep it. We'll do quickly the digital presentation for just 5 minutes, and then your questions can come. Ask a question that we feel that you deserve a prize to give to you. The question should be a question that boggles the mind, not any question at all. I also say that there are opportunities for you to come and do service with MTN. You can also come and do your attachment. And you prove yourself worthy of yourself, that you can be with us. Opportunities abound for you to stay with us. So we are opening this to you as students, that you think around it. You do your attachment, you can do your service, and you can also do your holiday job with us. And that is why we are going to go through this digital process. This one gives you money in your pocket. It's one of the job that we have that you can do as a student whilst you are schooling. If you agree with me, then let's do that for Majid. Majid will do the digital presentation for us. Let's give it up for him. Thank you.
Okay, so before I go, I just want you to handle this with me. When I say aho, you respond ahoya. Aho. Aho. We pride ourselves as a field sales team, and we are the soldiers of the field. So that is why we respond to ahoya. All right, I'll take you through our digital slides. My question to you is, what do you know about my MTN? What do you know about any of the MTN apps? Any of the MTN apps? Yes. You want the microphone, please? All right. Any idea? Yes. Any of the apps? What do you know? My MTN app here. What do you know? Beautiful. Bank transfers. Thank you. Any other? Yes. Ayoba. Thank you. What do you know about Ayoba?
It's an app for music streaming, learning about courses, and also connecting with other people. You can also use it for messaging and even for mobile money transactions.
Beautiful, beautiful. Then the last one. Yes, behind you. Sorry. Yes.
The Momo app.
Momo app.
We can use it to pay our electricity bills.
Beautiful. Thank you. You want to talk about Momo app? Yes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you so much. So my job is already done. My job is already done. So I'll just touch on some of the things you didn't talk about. So with my MTN app, it is a one-stop shop for everything MTN. Is that okay? It is everything MTN in one place. So if it is mobile money you want, if it is credit airtime you want, if it is bank transactions you want, my MTN app is your go-to place. We have what we call the native, which is the main my MTN app, and what we call the web app, which is the Lite. I'll just focus on the Lite for a few minutes. The Lite was built to assist people that probably find themselves around areas where our data connectivity is poor, in quote. You do understand that there are places where you don't have that strong signal, and you still have to use this app for your convenience. So the Lite is created to enable you have access to my MTN app at areas where you don't have connectivity. Also, if you have a device that is low on storage, my MTN Lite is what you use. If you are also using a tablet or a PC, you can't use the main app on it. We have created a Lite for you to be able to access everything MTN in one place. I would go to the next. This is how it looks like. All the two apps look the same. When you download, the first page is where you log in. The landing page, which is the home page, that's how it looks like. You can actually set a background to customize it to how you want it to be. You are already familiar with this, so I would move to the next app, which is Ayoba. Ayoba is not only a messaging app, but it is messaging and more. So I call Ayoba WhatsApp and more. Is that a good name? WhatsApp and more. So we are not limiting you to just texting. We are telling you that you can do every other thing that you want to do. Comes to talking about transferring funds. You can do mobile money on Ayoba. You can play music on Ayoba. And the beauty is you don't incur any data cost. It is free for you. Once you are using MTN as your data source, Ayoba is what you use. Aho. We have you in mind and we don't want you to spend. We have educational sites on our channels as well, where you will be able to have access to educational materials to help in your pursuit of education. We also have games on Ayoba that will enable you to enjoy some fun time. All work and no play makes Jack. All right, so we have games to help you unwind. The last is our Momo app, which is everything mobile money. All right, my MTN app is everything MTN, and we have centered on Momo app to be everything mobile money. So comes to talk about your bill payments, your scheduled airtime, and all the things that you can do on mobile money. Checking your statements has become easier. And the beauty or the reason why we've given you all these digital devices, or these tools, is to limit your visitation to our offices. Is that a good thing? as students as you are, very busy. Sometimes you get to the office and we have long queues. Most of the services that bring you to the office can be done on these tools to limit your coming to the office. Is that not a good thing? I'll give you credit, then you ask me questions. Aho. Are you ready? Okay, be ready. I'm going 0, 0, 8, 5, 8, 0, 4, 4, 0, 0, 3, 8, 6. You didn't get it. Aho. I am charitable. Let me do it again. 0, 0, 8, 5, 8, 0, 4, 0, 0, 3, 8, 0, 6, 7. You got it. Thank you. Last one, then I'm out of here. Aho. Aho. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Ready. Ready. 6, 5, 7, 5, 5, 9, 1, 7, 5, 6, 7, 9, 7, 2. Who got it? Who got it? Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Maoli.
Yeah, thank you very much, Majid, for that elaborate presentation. We'll take just 5 questions based on the... Are you with me? We'll take just 5 questions based on the Momo typology and also the digital. And that ends our presentation. So just 5 questions. Any question that boggles you with regards to MTN, please. Hey, just 5 or. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll share it. One person from here to start with the yellow. Yes, one, the guy in the coat. Yes, the blue shirt. Yes, the violet. And are you raising up your hand? Yes, and please come. The student there. Let's clap for them. If you clap for them, they'll come very early.
Yeah, hello. My name is Kobla Johnny Kofi Jr. from HTU, Electrical Electronics Engineering, level 300. My question is that sometimes for the frauding, when you are called and the person is engaging you, by the time you end the call, then the money is out of your account. So if that's, what do you do?
Oh, okay. I don't think it's true. It can't happen like that.
It happened to
happened to you.
A friend of mine.
Okay, a friend of yours.
Yes.
That's what he said.
Yes.
Okay. Because he's not here, we will not pick it up. Not until your tacit support, where you add your PIN or where you engage your PIN on the account, no money can leave your phone. No money. Calls cannot pick up your money from your phone. Calls cannot, unless you do something to your phone. Right? So you can engage the fraudster, but not until you disclose your PIN, no money is leaving your wallet. So it is not true. Sometimes people are so gullible, and because they are stolen, they don't tell you the whole fact, what they did. They'll tell you that I was just chatting. Meanwhile, within the chat, the person asks of the PIN, and he's inputted the PIN, and the money is gone. But that side, you will not say, oh, I was just talking. Please, it can't happen. Not until you put in your PIN before your money can be taken. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Yusuf Badaria. This one is about the Momo fraud. It happened to me myself. I went to market and then to withdraw money like in the daytime. Later on, I came back and then I saw a missed call and I picked up. And the person was like, earlier you came to withdraw money from me in the afternoon and then you allowed cash out twice, which I did. So he said because I did that, my money went as transfigure, which means the money is with him. Like anytime he does airtime, it's from me, my money. Like anytime he does airtime, it's from my money rather, not from his own. So like it seemed real, and then he said,
It seems real. Did you find out?
He said MTN has sent me message. And then I checked the message, like the message was there correctly. No, like you see, if I've been receiving fraudsters message, you see their contact and stuff that you can see that it's frauding. But this one, it seemed real.
From mobile money.
Yes, like the fraudster.
All right.
So when I came back to, like when it happened, he withdrew my money. Like through conversation, I inputted my code because I thought it was true, and then
You inputted your
yes,
code.
Yes, I inputted because I thought it was true, and then my money went away.
All right.
But when I was talking, my colleague said like it has happened with them the same, even though they did not input their code, but me, I was foolish enough, so
Okay. This has given you an opportunity to teach something just 1 minute. Nobody is supposed to know your PIN code. Not even your partner if you are married. I want to repeat it. Nobody is supposed to know your PIN. PIN means personal identification number. Nobody, when you are alive, nobody is supposed to know that PIN. When you die, your spouse will go for letter of administration, LA, and come to the office before we can give out that PIN. If you suspect that somebody knows your PIN, quickly you need to change it. So PIN is not to be known to anybody. And once you divulge or you give out your PIN, you have opened yourself for theft. Or you have opened yourself for defrauding. So please take note. The PIN is personal identification number. Nobody, not even your room, not even your parents, not even your spouse when you are married. Nobody. You suspect somebody knows your PIN, you change it. So please, not until you have put in the PIN, your money can never leave your wallet. So please, let's take note. It shouldn't happen again. And we're saying that anybody who calls you from MTN must use 0244 300,000. I repeat. So please, you can take your phone and put 0244 300,000 MTN. Any number apart from that, tell the person it's a fraudster. Tell the person it's a fraudster. And so it is. So it is. So PIN, don't divulge to anybody. Thank you. Is there any addition? Okay. All right.
All right. So I'm Latte Augustus. I'm a 400 student in Uhas. Yeah, I realized that from the slides or the presentation, we found the fraud control measures, but always centered on the users, what the user would do to prevent or to stay from being frauded. Yeah, so I want to find out whether there has been laid down security systems on the side of MTN, which is also fighting fraudsters, so that even with the less privileged to be literate, like the old women and old men whom they have been frauded with mobile money issues, would also benefit from that system.
All right. All right. Okay. Time is not our friend, so we'll pick this one quickly. Now, anytime you want to send money, please, you will see the person that you are sending number to, the person's name. Is it true? You will confirm the person's number. Is it true? And these are checks for you not to send the money to anybody else, but the right person that you need to send the money to. But we know we are humans. So when it happens that you send the money to a wrong number, quickly you need to call 100. Just 100. That you have sent money to a wrong person. Then they will block the money. If the person did not remove that money, they will block it and reverse it back to you. So you also need to know that one. 100. Right? Once you know it and you get to know that you are defrauded, you quickly call that number. That is not all. You can also send text message to 1515. Telling them that you have been defrauded, and quickly you will be assisted to get back your money. But when you wait until the fraudster picks the money, there is nothing we can do to help you get that money, except you go and report to the police, and the police will do their investigation and get the person who had defrauded you. But for us, MTN, that is where our duty ends. So those are the security measures that we have put in place. But in all cases, we collaborate with the police, with the security agencies, and we get those people arrested. But frankly speaking, we don't publish it. Once we arrest them, they go to jail. I think latter part of last year, there was a publication on some people that were arrested for defrauding people on the mobile money platform. So it does happen. The collaboration happens and people are arrested. But the first security is yourself. You need to safeguard your account yourself, nobody else. And I'm saying that if your parents don't know your PIN, your spouse are not supposed to know your PIN, then nobody is supposed to know your PIN. But we are sad that we give our phones to our friends to cash money for us. We give it to our parents to cash money for us. We give it to our siblings to go and cash out money for us. It is risky and it is dangerous. So please, let's stop it. Let's go ourselves. When you even get to the agent that is doing the transfer, and the agent says that, I want your PIN, tell the agent, let me input the PIN myself. Don't call the PIN to the agent. Don't mention that 4-digit number to the agent. Never. Input it yourself on your phone. Thank you very, very much.
Let's appreciate MTN. Come on, let's give it up. Oh, come on, is that all we can do? Who wants a scholarship? Scholarship. So let me introduce Shakia Yakubu from IBS Consult to talk about from the classroom to career. Oh, come on, let's give it up to her as she comes to do this very briefly. While she comes, let me acknowledge the following schools. Ola Girls Senior High School. Please, let's acknowledge them. Let's acknowledge them. Whole Technical Institute. Just give us a wave, please. Oh, come on, let's appreciate Whole Technical Institute. Whole Technical University. Let's appreciate all those coming from Whole Technical University. Oh, let me see by hands. Okay. Sokode Senior High. Sokode Senior High. Sokode Senior High. Thank you for coming. And the host institution, Uhas, University of Health and Allied Sciences. Thank you so much. Success Africa.
Success Africa. Success Africa. Hello everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome. Oh, you're laughing at my voice, eh? Okay, so I have a few minutes today. We are very, very much behind time. So my presentation is going to be very brief. This afternoon, my mission is very simple. I'm here to discuss how you can transition from the classroom into the job market, right? And also talk about what I do and the organization I work for. My name is Shakia Yakubu. I'm the Director of Specialized Sales for IBS Consulting, a Canadian-based consultancy for career and education. And a lot of people that I have met throughout my career, have had this issue with how to transition from what they have learned in school into the job market. And today, I'm not going to do like an entire presentation. I'm just going to focus on just one particular part of what I was going to discuss with you. So, basically, to transition from classroom to career or the job market means to ensure that you are actually having a smooth journey from your classroom to your career. Whatever you are learning in school is applied in a way that benefits you and your future goals. Am I okay? All right. So basically what I have come up with so that it becomes very easy for you guys to remember is SWAMs. Repeat after me. SWAMs. Please, can we have it on the screen? So basically, SWAMs is like an acronym for S stands for strengths, W stands for weaknesses, A stands for aligning goals with personal values, M, market trends, and S for self-reflection. If we could have it on the screen, that would really help. Okay, so basically, before you transition, right, before you bridge that gap, you need to ask yourself a few questions. And that is what I have put into one acronym called SWAMs. So looking at your strength basically means that you are looking as a person, what are some of the things that you are good at doing? What makes you happy as a person? And what adds value to you as a person? Those are your strengths. Your weaknesses are things that take from you. What are your shortcomings as a person? And a lot of people, when they hear anything about weaknesses, they think they're negative. It is not supposed to be so. Knowing what your weaknesses are enables you to actually learn and develop into something that would not become a problem in the future. So this is what I mean. If you cannot do something like speaking in public, right? If you find out that you have stage fright and it's weakness in, let's say, like you in your life as a person, you do not disregard that weakness just because you cannot speak in public. What do? You actually find a way to overcome that particular weakness, right? And how do you do that? You practice. It also means that you have acknowledged that this is not your path, and therefore you do not spend so much time on that. Focus on the things that really matter and also be put in your strengths and weaknesses. What your strengths are what actually makes you a person of value in the society. So when it comes to the A, aligning goals with personal values, a lot of people do not understand that as a person, the things that mean a lot to you actually influences how much effort you put into whatever you put your mind to. So if you, as a person, you do not think that a particular profession, for instance, if you do not believe in defending any kind of person, you cannot be a lawyer. If your personal values go against lying, quote and unquote, then there are some professions you cannot venture into just because as a lawyer, for instance, you have to be objective. At a point in your career, you don't even ask questions that are supposed to be asked just because your profession is against it, and you have to be as objective as possible. Just make sure your client is safe in terms of whatever it is that they are going through. So the next one is market trends, right? So basically, look at whatever you are doing now. If you're an engineering student, if you're in the social sciences, if you're a business student, look at the market trends in the industry that you are looking at working in and develop skills in that regard. This particular point actually links up with trying to find out how you can enhance yourself in that industry. So if it's a skill that is needed to actually be a successful person in that industry, equip yourself in that particular skill. This is what I mean. So if you're an engineer, you are studying engineering, right? You are reading engineering in this institution. It means that you should do research and find out which aspect of engineering you would like to specialize in, right? So when you find out that, what you do is put yourself in a position where you identify market trends that will make you a better engineer. So if it's a software out there that you need to learn how to use, learn how to do that. Right now, there are various platforms you can use. Platforms like YouTube are there. Follow people that actually inspire you or will help you get there faster. Go LinkedIn, open pages on LinkedIn, and make sure you follow people who are influential in whatever industry you are looking at working in, so that your journey would become shorter. It is very important that you know. I cannot see from here, please. Can somebody help? All right. I'm so sorry for this today. This is not supposed to be how it's supposed to go, but then we are really behind time, so I'm so sorry. Right. So basically what I'm trying to say is that plan ahead of time, right? Make sure that whatever it is that you want to do is put into a particular path. Make sure you know, I'm moving from step A to step B. And if you plan, it means that if there's a problem in step B, you have another alternative because you planned ahead, because you did not just wake up one day and decide to be a doctor and decide to be a lawyer and decide to be an architect. You actually sat down and thought about it. So yes, basically, like I said, I'm from IBS Consulting, a Canadian-based career and education consultancy. What we do is to help people's career and educational goals become a reality. So if you want to study abroad, if you want to work abroad, we are your go-to organization. We have 3 offices in Canada. Our main office is in Toronto, and we have 1 office in Ghana, Accra here. Sorry, Accra. All right, so basically what we do is that we help people put together their documents needed for school applications. So if you want to do a degree, a bachelor's degree, a master's degree, a PhD, or any kind of applications you want to do, we will help you do that. We'll put together your CV, your statements of purpose, recommendation letters, and any other thing you need. We'll even take you through the entire application process. We have helped over 2,000 people since 2020, and so far we have won over $151 million in scholarships and funding. And that is those are the kind of things IBS does. We make sure that when you engage our services, we give you value for money. We do not compromise on the quality, because the consultants we work with are high-class consultants from all over the world. Like I said, we are registered in Canada, so the standard is up there. Most of our clients are Ghanaians, and I think that's one of the things that make me very happy as a Ghanaian myself. We have a lot of Ghanaian clients that we have helped and impacted on, and I think that as a consultant, as a sales executive as well, it's like one of the things that really makes this job fulfilling. So these are some of the success stories. We have Kari. We got Kari into MIT. It's okay. Yeah, I'll just use this. All right. So we got Kari into MIT. We have Duke. Duke is one of the people that actually helped in terms of his application, and we got him over 100,000 in scholarships. There's also other success stories as well. In terms of the education aspect, we have Samuel. The career aspect, we have Marie Claire. Marie Claire used to work in the fast food industry. We helped her transition from there into the tech industry, and she got over 5-figure job offers, and that is what we do. For the career aspect, our ideal clients are people who have working permits for any country they want to work in, or people who are willing to move with school. So if you have a degree and you want to move out of the country, we can help you transition, get your school permits, which comes with a job permit in most countries. You can work part-time, you can get your very good job. So as other people are doing menial jobs, you will be, making 5 figures just because you have the qualifications and you decided to go with IBS Consulting. For our education clients, our ideal clients are people with at least a WASI certificate, and you should have at least a C6. That should be your worst grade. If you have A, B, C, the C should be a C6 or an A or a B. apart from a C6, we cannot work with any other grade. But if you have a higher certificate, that's a degree, we'll focus more on the degree. So you should have first class, second class upper, second class lower, even a pass will do. We look at other factors as well, because of course, you know, your grades are not the only factors we consider when you are looking at doing a master's degree. So basically, this is what we do. Unfortunately, we got here late, so we are going to be passing some papers to, you know, along the rows. So just like fill in the paper, pass it to the next person so that we can get your details. We are also subscribing students on our newsletter where you can get free resources. We send out a lot of free resources, discounts, how to write your own CV, resume. We have a lot of resources for you if you subscribe to our newsletter. Also, with as low as 4,000 CDs, we can do your applications for you. We can do up to 3 schools for you. And so if you are interested in starting your applications, you can write your name as stand outside after the program. Because of time, I cannot take questions on stage. So I'm just going to end my presentation here. Thank you very much for your audience and have a great afternoon.
Oh, let's show some love to IBS Consults, Director of Sales and Marketing. Oh, come on, let's give that for Shakia Yakubu. Success Africa. Who wants some cash? Join me, let's receive EcoBank, Emmanuel from EcoBank to speak to us shortly. Oh, they'll give you the cash. Come on, let's give it up for them.
Thank you very much, Albert. So, Albert asked a simple question that who wants cash? And you were disappointed when they call EcoBank. But you've forgotten that we keep all the money with us at the bank. And so we come in here, we brought the money. Yes. So you should rather clap, clap well for the money. Good. So my name is Emmanuel. I work with EcoBank Ghana PLC with a sales team, and we are happy to be part of Success Africa. And we're going to get you something that will bring the money to you, which is our Express Plus account that we are selling to you. So I'm here to introduce to you about our MX bundle account. Before that, we have a rep here in who. So even if we leave here today and you want to do your normal banking transaction, if you go to Dovi Ventures, I'm told it's located at the Anglon Koji near the A Cats Pharmacy, close to Ola Rabazi Road, here at Who. So if we leave here and you want to do your normal banking transactions, you can just go there, i.e. your deposits, withdrawals, and account opening. You can just go there and go and do your normal banking transactions. And so there are a rep here that we want to introduce them to you. We'll later share their contacts if you come to our stand for any other banking transactions. And so with that out of the way, we want to introduce you to the EcoBank MX bundle. And what do we mean by the EcoBank MX bundle? So in 2016, the entire EcoBank decided to create a whole unit to manage the young person's financial needs. By so doing, we are saying that for the young person, normally they want quicker, faster, and easy transactions. And so we brought in the EcoBank MX. And the only requirement that you need is just your registered SIM number and a phone. So if you have a phone and you've registered a number in the phone, you can open the EcoBank MX bundle. Not long ago, Bank of Ghana said that If you want to operate any account in Ghana, you have to use what? Your Ghana card. And so we added the Ghana card to it. So the only requirement you need to have the account with EcoBank is just your phone, your contact number, and your Ghana card. So if you have a number which is registered in your name, or it is registered, and you have a phone, whether a big phone or a small phone, you can have the EcoBank MX bundle account. What do we seek to do with this MX bundle account? It's an account that will give you easy access to your basic financial needs. So today, if you want to withdraw, if you want to open an account today, you don't need to walk to the branch to stress to join the queue to open that account. You can do it in the comfort of wherever you find yourself. So we are giving you the convenience of it, that you don't need to walk to any branch, or you don't need to travel to Accra or anywhere to open an account. If you have a phone and you've registered it, you've registered the number and it's in the phone, you can open a bank account with EcoBank. With this account, we are not charging you anything. So the account you can open a savings account, you can open a current account with this MX bundle that we are talking about. For the savings account, we don't charge you anything. Rather, every month, every quarter, we calculate an interest of 4% per annum and we pay to your account. If you open this account, automatically, within 24 hours, if you have a wallet, it will be linked to the account. So if you have money in your wallet and you want to move it, it's so easy. For MTN, you just dial *170#. You go to financial services, bank services. You go to transfer to bank, you select EcoBank. You see your account number there and you select. And automatically you can move funds from your wallet to the account and from the account to the wallet at no cost. So that is another way to fund the account. Or you can walk to an EcoBank accredited express point, which I mentioned for who we have XDovi Ventures on the Ola Raspberry Road. You can just go there to do your normal banking services. Today we've set up down there, we are giving out cards, Visa cards. And these are international cards that you can use outside. You can use for your subscription. You can use the mobile app to buy airtime. You can do transfers from your account to any other person account, either within EcoBank, internationally or locally. And so you can have that. We also have the savings bit of this MX bundle that we are talking about. What we are saying with the savings bit is that from between 1% to 10%, anytime you spend or money leaves your account, you can decide to select a percentage that you want to save. So you have decided that if you are buying something from your account, we should calculate a percentage and put it down for you. So that's a save as you spend. So as you are spending, there's a portion of your account or your balance that is being saved for you, which will pay interest on that account as well for you. And it will be there for you. So that's the save as you spend. I spoke about the express point, the accredited express point that you can go for your normal banking transactions. Beyond the XDovi enterprise that I showed you here, if you walk to any of our outlets, which we've branded EcoBank Express Points agents, you can go there for your normal banking transactions. With your app, you can buy airtime, you can do transfers, you can withdraw from your account, and all this at no cost to you. And so, the next one. Yes. So, we are here for you. And today, we've also identified a prospect. We just spoke to the Ayalolo bus. We are told that when you pick any of the bus to any location, you pay 3 Ghana cedis. How much? 4 Ghana cedis. Good. So EcoBank is ready to pay 50% of that. That is only if you have the EcoBank account. So whether you have the USSD or the short code, yes, we are willing to pay 50% of that payment that the Ayalolo. So we are talking to the man to half it for all of you. So when you pick the bus, wherever you want to go, you say you want to pay 2 cedis for you and pay the what? The 2 Ghana cedis. I hope it's fair. Yes. So we normally do some of these partnership, like we strike this loyalty partnership with institutions or where we feel like students like you really go to do their normal services. So if you have an account with EcoBank, you stand, or you have the MS card, you stand to benefit of some of these loyalty programs that we are talking about. So it is important that once we leave here, if you have your Ghana card, just walk to our stand. We're going to open accounts for you and issue the card for you instantly. The only thing you pay is you pay for the cost of the card, which is 20 Ghana cedis. Yes, we're going to run a lot more promotions with the card. So if you have the card, there are places that when you go, today if you go to any Star Bites with your MS card, that some of you have, how many of us have received the MS card? How many of us have opened the account and have the card? Good. It's just a few of you. I'm entreating those of you who don't have the card. It is important that you open the account and get the card to be able to enjoy some of these benefits. The account that we've opened for you, you can also use that account to receive remittances from abroad. Maybe your parents sends you money from outside the country. This same account that you've opened, this savings account that you've opened, you can give that number out for them to transfer money directly into your accounts. You don't need to, for them to send you West Union for you to go and join queue at the branch or anywhere to receive the money. You can actually receive this money directly into your account. And so we are here for you, and we are hoping that once you walk to our stands, you get to enjoy a lot more of these benefits that we've brought here to add to the program to make it a success. Before I say it, I want to give just 5 people. If you have the mobile app, if you can buy airtime or 50 cedis, EcoBank will credit you back the airtime. And so if you are here and you have the mobile app and you can buy, so meaning that you have to have money in your account. If you don't have money in the account, you cannot buy. So if you have money and you can buy at least 50 Ghana, no more than 50 Ghana cedis. So you say you have 10 cedis, you want to buy 5 cedis. EcoBank will give you back the 5 cedis. I just need five people to do that. So if you know you will do it, when you are done, come and show me the message. We'll give you we'll pay you back the cost of the transfer that you did or the airtime that you purchased. So I spoke about the Ayalulu offer. We are hoping that as many of you will sign up to the product, and we will take it from there. So thank you very much. I don't know if there are any questions, any 2 quickly questions. I'll just address them and we'll continue.
So you can visit their stands. Can we all rise up? Let's rise up. Let's do this short exercise. Then we'll have our final presentation and we are out of here. Do the giveaways all in one bulk. Okay, so let's follow through the exercise. Let's all raise our hands. Banana. Oh, let's all say banana. Apple. Mango. Let's go down. Mango. We are still going down. Mango. Banana. Apple. Banana. Apple. Some of you are not doing it well. -5. Hands up. Open. Clap. Hands forward, stretch. Class 3. You've forgotten. Class 3. Kindly let's take our seats. We want to have this now presentation. Then we would bring our sponsors back to do the giveaways to us, and then we'll be out of here. We want to first of all let's appreciate all our partners for today's program. Let's appreciate IBS Consulting. Oh, come on. Let's appreciate Cascale, Africa Skills Hub. Let's give it up for Africa Skills Hub. Let me see those who have registered already for the Africa Skills Hub program. Yes, I saw a number of you do your registration. Let's also appreciate EcoBank Ghana Limited for being with us on this store. Oh, show some love to EcoBank. So let's give that for GB Foods. They are not here, but let's acknowledge them. GB Foods. And then let's acknowledge the host institution, Uhas, for hosting us here. Oh, come on. Show some love, Uhas. So, crowning it all for us here, Uhas, in our final presentation, happens to be an award-winning serial entrepreneur, global business keynote speaker, a transformational author, and a development education. He's an author of several books, including the current book, which I will encourage you to get a copy of that book. It will transform you and shape your mind for you to understand some 7 profound universal currencies that you'll be able to learn some nuggets, and it will help you propel you to your next level. Join me, let's welcome our final speaker, Moses B. Arthur. Come on, show some love, Uhas. Oh, come on, let's do it better. Yes, the senior high schools.
So that I can move back to some 20. Two. How many of us are excited to be here? How many of you are excited to be here? Can I have a different mic? I'm sure you people are wondering who this person is. Awesome. I'm excited to be here today. Without discriminating to any religion, shall we pray? Without discrimination to any religion, shall we pray? Father, as a speaker, every day, every audience, every human heart, it's a privilege I do not take for granted. And so here, Lord, use me as a vessel to your wisdom, that with your words I may share, live, and receive in full measure hope and enlightenment of truth, to leave my fellow man better than I found them, and the world a better place. I am conscious I am a blessing this afternoon. In Jesus' name have we prayed. Amen. Awesome. To every speaker that has speech today, thank you so much for the words that you have shared and for the wisdoms that you have imparted. So for the next few minutes, I'm going to be running us through something I call the 7 universal currencies. The sound. You should come to the stage. Wow, okay. I like to move and miss the crowd. Albert, thank you so much for the opportunity this afternoon. So I'll be walking us through something I call the 7 universal currencies for leveraging anything in this world. It's going to be very brief. I need your attention for the next 18 minutes, 22 seconds. So the picture on the left, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, a lot of you are giggling in there, who this person is. So the picture on the left is me. Morning, I don't know what was happening that my mother dressed me like this, but we thank God, we've come from far. But the picture on the right, we all have a beginning. So that's the beautiful woman that gave birth to me in the year 1996. In the year 1996, on the 5th of April, 12 minutes past 12 midnight, this woman, having carried me for 11 months, the watches seller, she finally put to bed. And when she put to bed, the father of the child decided to name the boy Brintu. Now, Brintu is my middle name, Moses Brintu Arthur. So Brintu means a warrior, Brintu means a fighter. I believe that in every generation, I believe that in every family, God raises people, God raises men to become fighters, to become the beacon of hope, to break the shackles of poverty and to change the status quo. So if you believe that you are that brain two of your family, you are that warrior, you are that fighter who has been specially designed by destiny to change the status quo of your family, I want you to turn to the person sitting by you and say to the person, my brother, my sister, it shall never be war with poverty. It shall never be war with poverty. Never be poverty. And because it shall never be war with poverty. Oh, say continue. And because it shall never be war with poverty. I should hold the line. You better take my number. Or else in the next 5 years you'd have to book through my PA. Celebrate yourself for that one. Next slide. Run with me. Next slide. Next slide. So go back. Good. So I'm going to be running you guys through what I call the 7 universal currencies for leveraging anything in this world. 2020, I was stuck in a particular country when COVID had happened, and in that year, if you're somebody who is very diligent with your studies, you would find out that the world economy was just crashing, flights were not moving, nothing. And then it took me back to wonder, what will happen in the day when money has failed? What do I leverage to make an impact in this world? And so I started thinking through it, and then I came up with this concept. It's not ideal, it's not absolute, but these are things that have helped me in my journey. And so the universal currency of the mind, your mind is God's biggest gift and God's biggest assets to you. A man will rise outside of the frame of his mindset. And so your mind is literally God and the universe's biggest gift to you. When we begin to speak of the mind, I want you to picture the mind like a garden. Every seed that you sow in your mind, you reap. Now, the gateway to the citadel of your mind are your eyes and your ears. So the reason, the way by which you begin to sow seeds into your mind, which is a garden, is by your eyes and your ears. And mind you, your mind does not have a power to reject the seeds that you sow into it. And so your mind is God's biggest gift that he has given to you. It is very, very important that you understand the way the mind is. Now, again, in speaking about the mind, a group of people decided to build a tower whose top will reach the heavens in the book of Genesis. They did not build, they decided to. And so they did not build, but it was accorded to them as though they built. I need you to understand, if you are listening to me as a young person this afternoon, that everything in life is built twice. First in your mind and second in reality. Anything in your mind has not been able to conceive, your reality will never birth it. It's very important that you understand. Everything in life is built twice. First in your mind and second in reality. Next slide. Anything that your mind has not been able to conceive, you will never be able to build. So practically, the picture on the right is the first time I went to Dubai. Now, before I ever went to Dubai, I remember my godfather of blessed memory, Dr. Ubon King, met me years back and said, I want you to make a vow to me and then say that you'd go to Dubai. So I made that vow, and then I begin to wonder, how do I move myself from one level to the other? And so in that small town in Jinyasi, where I started my business many years ago when I completed Ken University, in the year 2017, when I completed Ken University, I was in a small room in Jinyasi, and I had made a vow to my godfather, my mentor, and then I said I would go to Dubai. How did I move from that small room in Jinyasi? I started off by engaging my mind. And so you come and see me watching videos of Dubai as though I knew Dubai as though I knew, like the way I know Accra. I'd read every book at the time available by His Royal Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai. What was I doing? My mind was engaging in the possibility that I could go there. What then happened? My mind moved to Dubai. My body just joined my mind in just a little while. Hear me and hear me well. Your mind is literally your authorized escort to move you from one place of living to the other. And so it's important that you understand and you pay attention to this thing called your mind. Concerning your mind, it's important again for you to take note that your programming leads to your thoughts leads to your feelings lead to your actions become your reality. I take it again. Your programming leads to your thoughts leads to your feelings lead to your actions become your reality. Any reality in your life you're uncomfortable with, check your programming. So for a lot of you, you may be struggling with relationship issues whatsoever. By the time we probably do a little bit of self-audit with you, we'll begin to realize that the problem is with your programming. Every human being in this world is programmed foundationally 3 ways. Number one, modeling. So modeling, what did you see when you were growing up about any subject matter? So you see, for some of you, you can never give money beyond a certain limit. Why? Every time you saw your mother having money or receiving money, she'll put it in her bra. So to you, money is something that is very hard to come by. The next way by which we are programmed is what we call verbal programming. What did you hear around the subject matter of money? What did you hear about relationship? What did you hear about God? What did you hear about life in general? Some of you cannot break outside of the scope of classroom because you were told that you need to go to school and then come out and then come and make it. School is good, but the world is changing day to day, and so you need to have an open mind. So for some of you, you've heard things that cripples you, programming, and then for some of you, you've experienced specific incidents. That's the third way by which the human mind is programmed. And so it's important for you to understand. The other day I was watching a documentary by Lil Baby, the American rapper, and he was teaching his son maths, and it will interest you guys to know. He brought out $100,000 and then he said, Jason, take out $20,000. Jason takes out $20,000. Said, how much is left? Said 8. Said, add 5,000. How much do you get? Said 80,000. I paused the documentary at that side. My people, the reason why I paused, as when we're growing up, if you want to learn maths and you want to do maths, you need counters. You don't understand that kind of programming. Your mommy will tell her, "Utu coke na no afato o de beye maths." That kind of programming has a way it changes you. Next slide. And so that is the universal currency of the mind. To buttress that, if you are here and you are listening to me under the sound of my voice, I need you to understand everything you are looking for is also looking for you, but not this version of you. Everything you are looking for you, but not of you. So you are here, you are a student, you are looking for a Range Rover. My question to you is that the current version of you that is in level 300, that father and mother pays, are you sure that you can be able to sustain a Range Rover? Conversation for another time. And so the next currency that you need to know and understand is the universal currency of time. Whenever God wants to help a man, the first thing he does for the man is he gives him wisdom to understand time. The unit of a man's destiny is time. You and I are only relevant in this place because we have time. Of all the currencies that I'll be speaking about, is the only currency that when you spend, you do not get it back. And that's the reason why you hear people say, oh, come and spend the night. If you're a rapper, you pass. And so the universal currency of time, every man has 4 seasons in his life. There is the morning season of your life, there's the afternoon season of your life, there is the evening season of your life, and then there's the night season of your life. What is the morning season of your life? The morning season of your life is from ages 0 to 25. What do you do in that season of your life? Ages 0 to 25, you begin to discover what you call purpose, and you begin to build capacity for the next level of your life. When I was in the ages of my life, I'm just 27 years, but when I was in that morning season of my life, I was super intentional. A lot of the things that a lot of you would be spending your time doing now, I wouldn't be doing them when I was at your age. And I know just by watching the audience at the morning season, we go to the afternoon season of our lives, ages 25 to 50. What do you do in that season of your life? What do you do in that season of your life? You build. So in that season of your life, that is where you build. And so you build a business, you build a house, you acquire a car, you build a family. All of the things that have to do with building happens in that stage. Then you move to what we call the evening season of your life. The evening season of your life is from ages 50 to 65. What do you do in that season of your life? When it is evening, you establish what you built. Then it leads into what I call the night season, ages 65 upwards. What do you do in that season of your life? You build a legacy, or you establish a legacy. Now, a lot of the times when we begin to think about legacy, people then tend to think that legacy and only properties. And so if somebody is dying and then the person is giving you a book that has his thought patterns you do not want, you want his Land Cruiser. But I've always said that there are 5 dimensions to the subject matter of legacy. One of them is the convictions and the thoughts of a man. I've always told my father, if you are dying, I need the book that you wrote that taught you how to buy your first car and build your first house. Because when you meet a man and you're able to access what is in his head, you can produce what is in his pocket. Next slide. And so the third thing, next slide. The third thing you need to understand is the universal currency of light. And because of time, I'm just going to run us through vision and knowledge. Your success in life is primarily on your vision. Vision is that thing that distinguishes nations. It is that thing that distinguishes men. I have heard of the Dubai vision. I have heard of the American vision. I have never heard of the Ghanaian vision. This is the reason why we keep going about in circles. How do I know? There is sand in Ghana. There is sand in Dubai. But you pay and go and watch the sand in Dubai. Why? The sand in Ghana has not been put into any vision-driven activity. The sand in Dubai has been put into a certain vision-driven activity. And so you go and pay dollars and you watch that same sand. Yet there's some in here. The next thing you need to understand is knowledge. Oftentimes, I tell young people, the gaps in our understanding is oftentimes what is responsible for the fluctuations in our results. Any results that you are not constantly able to produce, it means that there's a gap in your understanding. I'm going very fast because I'm on time. So it is very important for you to understand. And usually I tell people concerning the subject matter of knowledge, let me just share a quick story. So true story, my grandfather, who is of blessed memory, when I was growing up, he used to tell me something. He said that in our village where we grew up, in Inchedadia, so all the way in the western region, 10 minutes you enter Ivory Coast, the people that scored Nigeria for us. So some few minutes you enter Ivory Coast, and there used to be a water body in that town called Esotano. And my grandfather, he usually tell me that, Nana, there was this man that lived in this town. He used to always say that he can walk on water. And he used to brag about it. It was so serious that the chief said, you know what, when we organize the Deba, let the man come and walk on water so that we all see. So my grandfather said that when they organized the Deba, what then happened is that the man came and he walked on the water. And he walked into a certain point and came back. So the whole town started celebrating him. My grandfather, the chief of the town then, gave him lamps and everything. My grandfather said, no, this one, nah, there's some juju somewhere. He doesn't understand. So he started befriending the man. He started getting close. He said after 2 years, the days, he saw the man watching he saw the man. Thank you. He saw the man. Hey, my house people. He saw the man staring into the river body, and he went to him and then he asked. And then the man said, 6 years ago, his first son and only son after died in that river. So every year on that particular day, he comes to sit there and he looks into the river. And in the 3rd year, when he was commemorating the memory of his son, he actually saw that there are stones in the water. And he looked and he realized that the stones are arranged a certain way in the water, like 35 times. So the day he walked on water, he actually was walking on the stones. So he took 35 steps. And he told my grandfather, if I had taken the 36th step, I'd have drowned. Listen, in life, what you don't know is darker than the night. One of my greatest fears in life is ignorance. That you are standing behind a door that is leading to your breakthrough, or there's money behind it for you. You have a bunch of keys and you do not know which key will open the door. Next currency. So the universal currency of relationships. I want you to turn to the person by you and say, my vibe will attract my tribe. My vibe will attract my tribe. And so that's a picture of me, a couple of brothers of mine, the highest paid public speaker on the continent, my mentor, Vusit and Bikwayo. The universal currency. I need you to understand the value of a relationship is the value you bring relationship, not what you expect from it. The value of a relationship is the value you bring to the relationship, what you extract from it. Every kind of relationship you want to think about. And I'm happy that there are a lot of SHS folks in here, because a lot of you belong to what we call the Gen Z demographic thought. And then a lot of you have been programmed by means of social media and what you are consuming, that you are only supposed to be in whatever form of relationship to take. If you want to do this thing called life for the long term and win and play at it better, I came to disappoint you. In every form of relationship, you need to be a contributor. That is what defines the value for that relationship. And so it's important again for you to understand that in business entrepreneurship and in life, you need 4 categories of people. You need the collaborators, those who do things together. You need the creators, those who do things first. You need the controllers, those who do things right. And then you need the competitors, those who do things fast. Next slide. The most important question is that out of the 4 that I spoke about, which of them are you? If you're struggling with creating a metric for yourself and defining yourself, I just gave you one. And so relationships are very, very important. I could speak on that for the whole day. Next slide. It's very important. Then the universal currency of grace and God. I always say that the greatest entrepreneur I know is God. He built a business in 7 days. He worked in the business for 6 days. He retired on the 7th day. And after he retired on the 7th day, he has over 8 billion people working for him over the span of the last 2,000 years. And so if you want to do business, every great business person that I have known actually has an altar that is backing them. And so every single year I see a man called Aliko Mohammed Dangote, the richest man on the continent. And then he would be flying in his private jet going to Mecca to pay pilgrimage. It is very, very important. When I was reading about the ruler of Dubai, he said that as a Muslim, wherever he goes in this world, he has his praying mat in there. And so I bring you another case study, next slide, of Dr. Stephen. That's my mentor, my real estate mentor. He's a pastor at ICGC Light Temple. He's been in the real estate space for the past 2 decades, and he's the founder of CPL. If you've ever been to Accra and you know Oasis Park Residence, that's the man that built it. And so I want you to understand that every wealthy person doing this thing called life has a certain altar that is backing them, the universal currency of grace and God. Next slide. Then the physical universal currency, your outlook. See, you cannot dress like a suspect when you're out there going to look for a prospect for your business. So the way you're looking is very, very important. Your smile is your logo. Your personality is your smile is your logo. Your personality is your business card. The way you make others feel, trademark. It's very, very important that you understand. Now, in business entrepreneurship and in life, I've always said this, that your aura will always open the door for you. Your aura is how you carry yourself about. Your aura is the way you treat, when you show up, when whatever people read about you, that defines your aura. It opens the door for you. When your aura opens the door, what happens next? Content to give you a seat at the table. That is how come if you're a young person here and then you are not paying attention to knowledge, it is so sad. When I was in SHS, by the time I was in SHS 3, I had read over 100 books. I read Rich Dad Poor Dad when I was in SS1. Nobody had to tell me to read. I know where I'm coming from. And I know that if I want to, I need to be very knowledgeable. And so it's important that you understand the physical currency. Next slide, next slide. Let's skip that one. Let's skip this. The last one I want to touch about is what I call the universal currency of money. Money makes the world spin. And so making money is an action. Maintaining it is a behavior. Multiplying it is knowledge. Making money is an action. Whatever action you do that brings you money, we thank God. So you see, when I was in the university, my father used to give me 300 Ghana cedis. That 300 Ghana cedis, I saw it in light of, I was going to school and my father was paying for me to work. So the school that I was going to, I saw the upkeep money as my salary. And it informed how I was doing whatever to do with that. I started investing when I was in uni. Because I understood some of these things. Making money is an action. Maintaining it is a behavior. If I make $1 million and you make $1 million, behavioral patterns will decide. And behavioral patterns are tied to programming. They will literally decide what becomes of that $1 million. Multiplying money is knowledge. And it is so sad that we belong to the continent that the moment our knowledge merchants show up, we begin to call them scammers. If you want to know the temperature check of a society, check the way they are thinkers. How many entertainers do you know from China as against the products that they produce? And so, multiplying money is knowledge. And that is how come somebody like Jeff Bezos in the past few days wakes up and then he sells shares and he makes 4 billion. Area saying 8 billion. Elon Musk or more $2. The key to that thing is not hard work. No. And what you do to make money is not what you do to multiply money. Conversation for another time. And so that is the 7 universal currencies. Next slide. Next slide. Awesome. So you see, we all come from somewhere. That and before and after. So you see that picture on the left. Hey, survival is a game of chance. That picture on the right is equally me. But then I came to speak to just one person to change the status quo. Wherever you're coming from at this thing called life, if you're going to be diligent and if you're going to take life serious, you literally become the best and the better version of yourself by the day. And so there are those who make things happen, and then there are those who watch things happen, and then there are those that say what happened. I don't know which one you want to become, but there's a man called Albert Kusi. He made things happen for you today. And that is how come you and I are seated here. And I want you to leave here with the same spirit as you want to enter your next level, that you are going out there, whether you are in SHS or you are in the university. You are not too young to make an impact in senior high school. And so whether you are in the SHS or whether you are in the university or you are in the working class, I came to tell you that you are and you are supposed to go out there and make a difference. I think that Africa's greatest Achilles heels are not her politicians. No, I think that Africa's greatest Achilles, it's not even the pastors. Africans themselves do not believe West potential. Is that Africans themselves do not believe in their truest potential. A lot of you do not believe that seated amongst you here is another despite. There's a guy, he said, yes, I'm here. Who's that? Come for hand. Let the lady. He caught what I was saying. Or say, yes, I'm the one. A lot of you do not believe that as you are seated here, you can literally wake up and become the next Denta. A lot of you probably don't even know her. But I came to just go out there and choose to make things happen. Next slide. So you can literally connect with me. Next slide. Next slide. Go back. Okay, so you can just connect. This is my free gift for everybody that came. If you're not grabbing a copy of the book, this is my free gift for you. In there, it's called Chokma Institute of Personal Development, Chokma School. It's a free mentorship community. I teach every month. We bring so much value to as many persons as we have in that community. And so that is my free gift for you. Telegram, you can just search Chokma School, CHOKMAH School. You'd see it in there. In that place, it's a value for value conversation. If you've been following my brand and what I do, value is all I'm about. Next slide. You can connect with me across any of the social media platforms. The Moses Arthur, IG, Twitter, TikTok, and then Moses B. Arthur across YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. And of course, if you want to know more about what I do, www.mosesbarthur.com. I like to describe myself as a young daring African, totally out of my comfort zone, living my epic vision for Africa. Thank you. My name is Moses B. Arthur.
Oh, can you show some love to Moses? Come on. Are you glad you came? Have you learned something? Then let's do it one more time for all our speakers. This is the Success Africa Uhas edition, Volta region. Oh, come on. Let's do it better. Success Africa. Success Africa. We'll take our refreshments afterwards. I want to do some few giveaways and then we are out of here. I have this company, Africa Skills Hub. If you are here, kindly join me quickly upstage. Let's do this for 1 minute. Let's do this for 1 minute. Africa Skills Hub. I'm running out of time. When you hear your name, kindly get ready. If your name is on this list, then you would be receiving some cash prizes. Tudoku Gifty. Are you here? Tudoku Gifty. Yes, have faith. Your name has come up. Please. It's 80 Ghana cedis for the 7 universal currencies, and I want to recommend for every single one. You are here, you are looking for it to develop and grow and become better. I have read it and I endorse this book. If you have listened to his presentation, don't only join the community, but also grab a copy of this book to show your appreciation. He will be available when we end the conference to autograph it for you. Make sure you get a copy. There's 7 universal currencies and you can learn a lot. Oh, put your hands together, someone. Let's do this quickly.
Hello. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Elom. I have just 1 minute, so please bear with me. But I came here with 3 things. Free, scan, and train. Those are my 3 words that I want you to remember. But if you look at this, they've spoken a lot about issues around employment and stuff. Data analysts are earning between 4,000 Ghana cedis and 8,000 Ghana cedis. You can work remotely if you are a data analyst. That's just one example. There is so much out there I can share with you. But we've managed to convince MasterCard Foundation and some other people to help us bring some other trainings to you, including employable skills, right? So not just data analysis and IT stuff, but other skills that can help you get employment in whatever field you are studying or anything that you want to try out there. So please, previous screen. Yes, I need you to just quickly scan the QR code on the screen right now and get registered for free so that we can come back to your campus, whether you are HTU or whether you are at Uhas, in 2 weeks' time. So either next week or next 2 weeks, we'll be on your campus to train you for free. If you have already registered, congratulations. If you have not, this is going to be on the screen for the next 15 seconds. Otherwise, catch any of us wearing this shirt. We have the code around, and we will be happy to see you. We'll be happy to give you some more skills, whether you want to be employed or even want to start your own business. We have entrepreneurship skills that we can also train you in, and we are hoping to give you all of this for free. So please scan, free training. See you on campus. Thank you.
Kindly take the WhatsApp number. So MasterCard is working in partnership with Africa Skills Hub to train over 1.5 million young people. It's a free training. You get paid whilst undertaking the MasterCard training. All what you need to do is to sign up. Can you show the slide for me, please? You need to register to sign up with your Ghana card because MasterCard wants to deal with you and ensure if you are the one being trained, Africa Skills Hub is doing the training as agreed. So kindly sign up and be part of that experience. Let me see anyone with a MetaMask account. Anyone with a crypto account, you deal in those things so that if I give you some money there, only few here. Let's welcome Simon Asante. Come on, show some love to Simon. Raise your hand, raise your hand. Please raise your hand. Clap and add up to. Let's show some love to Simon Asante from Paribus. Simon, address the issue of those hands up, and then you can continue.
Hello. Success Africa. Success Africa. Yeah, so just so I know my audience, how many of you here have MetaMask account? Yes, please. After this, just meet me, and then how many of
Simon, for how much?
$50. $50
$50 each. $50.
If you have
put your hands together for them.
Yes, it means like you are really doing good for yourself. You want to actually do something good in terms of online business and stuff like that. So today I'll just be brief. All right, I'll just be brief. I'm Asante Simon, the community manager for Paribus, and also the marketing manager for TerraRock. It's a company based in the US. What we do is that you can actually take loan from us, okay? And then by using digital assets. How many of you here know of Bitcoin? Yes, Bitcoin. As my boss will say, all right, if these Yahoo guys can just be online for, let's say, 3 months and then make something good for themselves, buy a Range Rover, build a house, meaning there is a legit way of making money online, right? Counterfeit has to mimic original, right? Does that make sense? Yes. So what I want you to know is that you need to take online activities or digital skills really serious. This, Charlie, hold on, Albert. Go. Yes. So for you to leverage on the internet, I've titled my presentation "Proof of Skills over Proof of Certificate." Most of you here knows that you are in school level 100. Mind you, after completing, there is no job. The unemployment rate here in Ghana is really high, and for that matter, you need to upgrade, pick some soft skills, so you can get something going on after school. So how do you start? There are so many online opportunities that you need to take advantage of. First of all, you can choose digital marketing, project management, data science, content creation, among others. All right. and then you start watching videos on the niche that you choose. If you know that you like talking, you like, leading groups, these are some of the skills, and everything, as my boss will say, University of YouTube, all right? Everything is on YouTube. Pick a soft skill, start learning. The data that you've been buying, I know most of you buy like 50 CDs maybe for a week, okay? It's actually giving somebody's father money, or it's making somebody else more rich, all right? So you have to also make something out of it in a long term. So you pick a niche, watch YouTube video, you build connection. As my boss said, LinkedIn is a very powerful tool. Build your account, connect with people that you think they are doing the same thing that you want to get into. Ask them questions, you pick it up from there. Yes, attend conferences like this will help you connect with people like myself and other speakers who are already in that field, all right? And then you can learn from them. You follow them on their socials and then learn from them as well. Next, please. Yes, what I do, I have already said that I am the project manager for Paribus. Cardano, how many of you know Cardano? If you know Cardano, 100 cities. Who have heard of Cardano? You have to prove, please. Who knows Cardano? Yes. I was actually trained as a nurse, quit my job, went online, started learning some skills, and here I am, all right? So what we do now is that we give people loans by, if you have what we term as Bitcoin or any digital assets, NFTs, you can actually pick loan from us. That's it. I don't want to talk much. After this, I'll be around. Come, let's have some conversation. Ask questions that you want to ask. Thank you very much. I'm Asante Simon. Go. Yes, go. Yes, so for the giveaway, I'll be giving 100 CDs to 10 people. So what you have to do is that I hope most of you have Twitter account, right? Yes, if you have Twitter account, take a picture of yourself with your friends with this hashtag Paribus in Ghana. You go on Telegram, you join Paribus on Twitter and myself on Twitter. You post it, you come and show me proof of posting, and then you get your 100 CDs. Right? Just now. Yes. Thank you. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's show some love to Simon. Oh, come on, let's show some love. So kindly do that right now. So you see, there are several ways people get to win. He's offering 100 Ghana cedis to 10 people. He's giving you the process. Kindly just do it very quickly, just so that you can start. When you do that and your name comes up, you can't win. Allow other people to also win, okay? Who is Happy Stone? Happy Stone has taken a picture, followed, liked, done a number of things. He deserves to be given 200 Ghana cedis. Where are you? Come up here quickly. Happy Stone. He's the only one following on social media. He has posted this picture viral on all social media platforms. I don't know him, but his name came up. You are Happy Stone. Do you have an EcoBank account? You have the EcoBank account? Yes, kindly go and open the account. They'll credit you 200 CDs quickly. Put your hands together for him. Oh, come on, put your hands together for him. Happy Stone. A number of the senior high schools wanted to know more about the scholarship and the grading system from IBS Console. Let's welcome Yakubu to join to offer that assistance. Let's do that quickly. I mentioned a name. Where are you? Please come. Come. The lady I mentioned your name. Please come. Come and sit in front here for me. So a number of people, one of our key attractions this year has been IBS Consult. A number of students wanting to travel abroad, wanting to know the grades. So just pay attention and listen. You may not need it, but somebody may need it. You want to give her the attention. Some of the slides couldn't show. She'll do that very quickly for us, and then we would give out the giveaways, and we are out of here. Next week, Friday, you can join us if you have or have a friend in Takwa, UMAT. Join us, University of Ghana, grand finale next 2 weeks. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So you guys can follow our social media pages. I'll be displaying them whilst I speak. So like I said earlier, for a WASI degree, a WASI certificate holder, you need a minimum of at least a C6. So if you have A's, B's, or C's that end at C6, we can help you. If you have an all A's certificate or very good certificate, we can look at getting you a scholarship as well, depending on what course you'd like to read. For a degree holder, first class, second class, upper, you have a higher chance of getting a scholarship. If you have a third class, there are other factors we can look at. I worked with a client last year, Albert, who had a second class lower but had published 2 papers and also led a team of people to win a scholarship funding for a project over $100,000. So these are some of the achievements we can look at. You know, it goes beyond just what you got in class. But then if you have good grades, right? If you have first class, second class upper, or if you have A's in your WASI certificates, we can look at getting you a scholarship. You have an upper hand than somebody that does not have that. So this is my personal Instagram page as well. You can follow me there and DM me with your questions. And like I said, with as low as 4,000 CDs, we can apply to as many as 3 schools for you. We'll put together all documents, help you in selecting schools and courses. And those of you who don't have good enough profiles for scholarships, we will consider affordable schools that at the same time will not compromise on the quality of the school. So basically this is this. Thank you very much. If you have any questions after the program, you can approach me and ask. Have a nice day.
Oh, let's give that for her one more time. Amusu Cecilia. Please come up. Amusu Cecilia. Giveaways and then we are out of here. Nyame Opon Checheku. One of them will be picking the 1,000 Ghana cedi. So if your name Grace Bedu Ajwa, if you are out, Grace Bedu Ajwa, are you here? Come down. Area Mensa. Abokal Senanu. Time is up, 3 p.m. We just do the final giveaways and we'll be out of here. Oh, I want to see you. So all those have called so far, if you can come forward, please come up, stand up here quickly. Tell us what you've learned. Tell us what you've learned, and then you get to win something, and then I'll call the next batch quickly. What have you learned so far? Tell us about yourself. We'd like to know you.
I'm Toroko Gifty, School of Nursing and Midwifery.
Oh, you said what? Quick, 30 seconds.
I'm Toroko Gifty, School of Nursing and Midwifery.
School of Nursing and Midwifery. Wow, you came all the way. Thank you so much for coming. What have you learned so far?
Level 100.
What have you learned so far? So far, what are you living here today with? All the way from School of Hygiene and Nursing, you heard about the Success Africa program, and you are here.
Yes.
What are you living here with?
Oh, I learned a lot.
Okay, so she would get for coming up and trying. Do you have the EcoBank account? Go up to EcoBank, open the account. You get 50 CDs in your account. Okay. Thank you very much. Put your hands together for her. Give it to the next person. Tell us about yourself. So go to their stand outside and open your account. Let's go.
Please, my name is Cecilia Amuzu, a student of Uhas level 100. I have been empowered.
Talk to them. Oh. You are live on YouTube. Okay. So don't be shaking too much. Okay. Stand straight. Taking a deep breath. What have you learned so far?
I've learned a lot. I've been empowered. And
oh, she gets 50 Ghana cedis from Echo. Put your hands to time. So go and let them open the accounts for you right away. But make sure you have your Ghana card. Make sure you have your Ghana card. All those go to the banking stand. Make sure you have your Ghana card.
I'm Grace Nanajwa Beju. A level 100 midwifery student. So this is the first Success program that I've ever been to. And today I learned that as a student, you can also use entrepreneurial skills to actually improve your life. Apart from learning or apart from your academics, you can go into entrepreneurship and then it can help you.
Hey, put your hands together for her. So you are moving to the money zone, the grand finale zone. So keep standing, don't go.
Please, I'm Lawani Victoria Mansa, level 200 MBMB. I've learned that in life, you don't look at where you are coming from, but you should know that whatever you have purpose in life to do, or whatever you have in mind to do, you can do it with the help of God.
Do you agree she should move to the money zone? She should move. Please move to the money zone. Join her here. Let's go.
I'm Adoka Osemanu, a level 100 student. I've learned that I have to
just speak up.
I have to identify my visions, set them well, and prepare myself adequately for them, to achieve them. I've learned that I have to identify my visions in life and prepare myself adequately for the set goals.
Thank you very much. 50 cedis from EcoBank. Kindly pick your card. So we have 2 in the money zone. Do we add more? Will it be your name? Edna Unurua. Edna Unurua. Edna, where are you? Edna, quickly come. Joycelyn. Nyaku Ebenezer. Nyaku Ebenezer. Ebenezer, where are you? Ebenezer, come here. Hey, why? He's very popular. Ebenezer. Can I get 1 student each from the senior high schools coming up here to pick something? Come. 1 each from the schools. Come up quickly. Ebenezer, you are very popular. Are you a cross rep? Ebenezer, you are SRC executive. You are the SRC professor. I know you are not the president. Come. So you are representing Ola. You share with us what you've learned so far, and I can get to give you some 100 Ghana cedis. Ebenezer, tell us why the fans. Let's do this quickly, and we're out of here.
I'm Nyako Ebenezer, MBMB level 400 student.
Level 400, okay. You are doing medicine.
MBMB, biochemistry.
Biochemistry, okay.
Over the years, I've been with students and in applying for scholarships.
Wow.
Yes, and also as a student.
Oh, put your hand up, Ebenezer.
Yes, please.
Don't worry. It's okay. Thank you. Join the money zone. Join the money zone. Let me do the senior high school engagement, just so that Shakira, they would like to engage you. Those in senior high school want to have an engagement with you right after the session. So tell us your name and what you've learned so far.
My name is Koseji Queen Stadeladem, and I'm from Olagel Senior High. And I've learned that in life there are so many opportunities. It depends on you and how you want to grab it.
Oh, come on! Show some love to Ola. 50 Ghana cedis. Emmanuel, please come up.
Abraham Japan is my name, and I'm representing the technical school, Whole Technical Institute. What I learned today is that no one can hack your mobile money account.
Come on, show some love to him. Guys, but you agree with me that it's a very serious issue. You are just there, somebody calls you, oh, the money I've sent it, oh, check, send it back to me. By the time you realize you sent it and they've taken your PIN. But aside MTN, what are you living here today with? The knowledge shared by the speakers.
Okay. I have learned that in life there is a lot of opportunities for us all. If you don't have or you have the opportunity, because everyone has the chance to win. Thank you very much.
Let's put your hands together for him. Kindly follow Emmanuel. Emmanuel, just go for your 50 CDs from Emmanuel as well.
My name is Samson Godwai.
Okay, be in the money zone. Okay. Let's go.
My name is Samson Godwai, a proud student of Sucess Senior High Technical School. I've learned that making money is an action and multiplying it is a knowledge. And in life,
come on.
And in life, if you are focused on doing something, don't see back at what people say. And
you see, I am going to get you a full training with the mentor here. He will also give you some cash. Just walk to him, sit with him, start sitting with him. He will also get a free copy of the book. Come on, show some love. Moses, can you present it to you? Can you present it to you? Let's take a picture with it. Oh, come on, show some love. He gets the 7 currencies, 80 Ghana cedis, 1 year training from the speaker Moses B. Atta. All his training programs, he gets to attend it for free. Come on. Let's go. Then let's do the final mop up.
I'm the person of Winre Edna, level 100 PHN student. Today is my first time of attending the program, and I've really learned a lot about the currencies. He said that about the statue. He said that there are people that make things happen, and there are people that say things to happen. So it depends on you whether to make it happen or to say it to make it happen.
She should qualify for the money zone. All of you, please come. The money zone. The money zone. I don't have rep of MTN here, but I'll give you these medals as you. Ebenezer, get one. Get one. Get one. Get one. Okay, so at the money zone, they are picking 1,000 Ghana cedis. One of them. One of them. One of them. Who will it be? Is it Ebenezer? Or the gentleman here? Or the lady here? So they would tell the audience why they need this 1,000 cedi. It's not only the 1,000, they get all the souvenirs from the companies, they get training from some of the speakers, especially Moses B. Atta. They get other goodies aside the 1,000 Ghana cedis that will go out for them. So they will need to tell you in 30 seconds why they need 1,000 Ghana cedis. This will be the final prize. And so please listen and score appropriately. Let's start with you. Why do you need the 1,000 cedis grand prize?
Oh, I really need the money because I'm owing Uhas and I need to pay the money. So if I get that,
she says, I'm owing Uhas.
Yes, I'm owing Uhas.
Okay, thank you very much. Pass it on to him. Electorates. Voting will be taking place. We don't want any overvoting. So pay attention to the whatever they say. She says she owes the school. She has to pay. Let's go.
As I am a student, I need the 1,000 badly to buy my textbooks, my math sets, my pens, and all those things to learn so I can acquire knowledge and skills to help my family.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I'll use the money to invest.
Wonderful, thank you very much. Let's move.
Okay, so even the Bible says that.
Allow. Let's go.
You should show love to your neighbor. So I have these 2 orphans that lost their mom recently, and then my parents and I have been trying to.
Thank you. Okay, thanks. Who is the winner? Is it candidate A, B, C, D? Ebenezer, let's hear you.
Okay.
Ebenezer, let's hear you.
I really need 1,000 Ghana cedis for my project work, and also I have foundation.
Okay.
I also have foundation that I help needy students, especially orphans and those who are in need.
Wow, that's very interesting here. He says he has a foundation for needy students. The audience will decide. All candidates, face me. Turn and face me here. As the EC, we embark on the votes. One man, one single vote. Okay. Candidate A, all those voting for candidate A. Okay. I've counted the total number of votes already. Candidate B. I've counted. Raise your hand and vote. Okay. Okay. Are you recording it? Record it for me. Candidate C. Write it. Candidate D. And candidate E. This is one of the most difficult jobs to do. Very difficult job. Very difficult job. The audience have decided. But Emmanuel, we need to give some consolation to my other people here. So Emmanuel, please join me. Some of them need a visa card badly. So I want you to take one of the candidates. I want you to offer her the visa card, an account, and some money in her account. Oh, put your hands together for EcoBank. They've absorbed one for me. No. So do you have plans of studying abroad? Wonderful. So Shakia, please come forward. Should want to offer him a scholarship to study abroad. Come on. Show some love. Thank you so much. The final three. Come. Ebenezer, don't use popularity. Huh? You people, you are not being fair. Wait. I get you. Oh, somebody say, hey, the man has to win it. Relax. I'm still talking to my sponsors to get everybody something here. But face the audience. So we have 1, 2, 3. First candidate, step forward. She came, she spoke about the fact that she needs the money, she owes the school. No. She said she wants to invest. And it's in line with our core values as HMI Management Services. We want to offer her 500 Ghana cedis to her investment. Oh, come on. Show her some love. Ebenezer, please come and attend to him. No. No, not you. So the last two. Who deserves the 1,000 Ghana cedis grand prize? So bring me one copy of the currency. The 7 currencies, get me a copy. The winner gets that book. Everything outside, bring me one for the winner. But we have to also look at the consolation prize. I mean, it's not easy standing here. Some of you, if you come and stand here, you faint. So we'll do something. Yes, get me some of the materials, all the logistics outside, all the souvenirs. Bring it. Madam, do you have the EcoBank account? Why? Do you have your Ghana card here? Great. So EcoBank help me. They have been sponsoring me for some years now. So kindly join this wonderful man here. He will assist you to get some cash from EcoBank. Please put your hands together for her. The winner is Ebenezer. Oh, how do I celebrate this? Like you don't support it. Is he the winner? Let's show some love. Can I get some music? Play some music.
Them say you know what you do where you do them you shop. I'm a going your feet, I'm gonna fade, I'm a job. I face in pain, I'm gonna feel I face in pain, it's a life. Never upward, team. Better come back. And you them see mankind and do one kind. Now we do like say we never know. Oh,
copy of the book. I want to connect with Moses B. Arthur. He will be available for some few minutes. You want to meet him at the back briefly for a brief engagement. Anyone here who also wants to learn about public speaking and engagement, when we end, kindly meet me on the right side, my right hand side here, and I would spend some few minutes with those who want to master the art of public speaking and continue to become better. This has been Success Africa, brought to you by the LEG Group in partnership with the Success Africa Foundation and MTN, GCB Bank, EcoBank, GB Foods, IBS Consulting, HMI Management Services, and all our other partners, Africa Skills Hub, making it possible for us to tour from Winneba to Cape Coast to KNUST to Uhas. And I want to also announce right here in the hall that this has been the biggest so far in the year. Put your hands together for yourself. Come on! Oh, Uhas, come on! Show some love.
And welcome back to Book.
Kindly, when we end, kindly pick your refreshments outside. All your refreshments have been provided. Everyone, just pick yours. And also, please, the first one, I show them the code to dial for them to register to get their 20 CDs in their account also. Just dial the short code *389 *214 hash. Set up your account. It will be credited of 20 Ghana cedis for the first 100 people. I'm sure by now we should have gotten the 100. The last time I checked was 94 people who have gone through that process, and they should be expecting a credit. If you subscribe for the certificates, they are ready. Pick a copy of your certificate, and if you need one, you can also contact the registration stands and they will help you get one. I want to call on Nanaya, please join me here. Let's appreciate this nobleman who helped us host. Oh, come on, show some love to him.
As it is said, everything that has a beginning has an end. And I can tell this end, most wish it wouldn't come, but it has arrived. We have to bring the program to an end. It seems the audience sends a positive signal that you'd be happy to have it happen another time, and with much more the number of speakers who came, because you've learned a lot from them. This morning when the VC started speaking, like I said, it kept bringing to mind my first time when I indicated I wanted the Success Africa program to happen in Uhas. And it's all because we are probably unaware as health science students. It's a global phenomenon. The world is changing. You may be ready to pride yourself in just the certificates, but it is a bit risky because we've gone through a reset where it seems the skills are much more a requirement than just the papers. I'm not saying don't go to school, don't get certificates, be a professor eventually if you want to, but what happens if you have all the knowledge but no one benefits from it? What happens? The need to have such changing is why we are here. And the change only starts from the mind. So we say it's a mindset. How have you set your mind? Have you set your mind to finish school? Join the numbers who are demonstrating every day against the governments of the day. And remember, when we were kids, we knew there were strike actions, there were demonstrations, and they've never stopped. When you are dead and gone, there will be strike actions, there will be demonstrations. The choice is up to you. Which do you desire to be part of? Those who are on the streets demonstrating, hoping someone creates a job for them, or the ones who come up strong, change their mindsets, and sets up companies, puts up new concepts that draws others into for entrepreneurship, for new opportunities? I believe you prefer the latter. I am very happy to have all of you present here today for the Success Africa Summit. This is the beginning and it's a shortcut, meaning we'll have the progress of this particular project and others of this kind coming up here at the University of Health and Allied Science. I'm grateful for your presence. I thank all the speakers. I thank all the teachers who brought their senior high school students here. I thank the participants, the students, and those who participated actively and got awards. I'm sure the next time we have the program, it would be a session that brings you more rewards, scholarships, and more. Thank you for your time, and God bless you.
Thank you so much. Let's all rise up. Let's all rise up.
We have been through much more.
One of us is also a man of God, so I would like to call on him, Moses, to give us the closing prayer and to give us the benediction. Moses, kindly do this for us. You're a man of God. It's good to bless the audience.
Don't mind him. I'm not a man of God. I'm a growing believer. Hey. Let's pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you for the gift of life. We thank you for the opportunity to be of a blessing. We thank you for knowledge that has been imparted. We pray that even as we live here, grant us journey mercies. We pray that the wisdoms and the knowledge that has been imparted unto us from the various speakers, you'd grant us the grace to go out there and then implement it. You said that we should be doers and not just hearers. So grant us grace to go out there to become doers so that we can make the world a better place. We thank you for the success of this, and we pray concerning every other place that this Success Africa train is headed to. And we ask that let your provision abound. Before Albert thinks it, let the provision be made available. And I pray that impact will be cut across the nation and every university that they get to. We thank you for the gift of life once again. In Jesus' name have we prayed. Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you for coming. We appreciate all the senior high schools. Mrs. Helen Osei from Ola Senior High. God bless you. To all our volunteers that worked on this. God, please, if you have any concerns, WhatsApp our WhatsApp number 0245 040 255 for all concerns. All speakers kindly come up stage for photograph sessions. All speakers come up stage for photograph. Thank you.